There's a loud car outside. Welcome back, everybody, to the Borderlands 2 PS Vita 94% Sham farming series. If you're returning, you know the drill by now. Okay. If you're returning, you know the drill by now. We're here for the 94 Sham Shield, 94% absorption rate. As far as I know, nobody's ever done it on the PS Vita version of the game, so we aim to be the first. Let me just see, my lighting feels off, and I can't remember if I put the other lamp on during these streams or not. But yeah, we're here, doing our thing. We found, just as a recap last time, we found 2 pearls, a sham. I don't think we found a bunker SMG, but one of the pearls we needed, because we will be eventually doing the pearl farm as well to try and get all the pearls on the Vita version. Mr. Aporia, welcome, my friend. How are we? But right now I think we have 3 pearls, and I can't remember. I think somebody said there was either 7 or 8 Gen 1 pearls, and I was convinced for the longest time that Gen 1 pearls did not drop from bunker. Took 687 runs until we finally found one. So, you know, I guess the 1% feels sick. Cold weather isn't helping. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. As someone who just recently got over, like, a more than a month-long cold, I don't know if it was a cold, some illness. I feel you. You know what? I hope you get better. Did you see the thing about Mr. Fatal I said? Which thing? Which thing? Remind me. Let's see here. 701. We're in the 700s now. Let's see. Oh, there's a Sliga. I can tell by its lack of lighting features. Let's see what we can do for the 700s. Yeah, I'm convinced I usually have that other lamp on. He's kind of cute. Okay, no, I did see that. I didn't know if you were, like, making a joke or not. I don't know. He was in a cosplay. I'm not gay, but if I was drunk. You make me laugh, Mr. Aporia. He was cosplaying that time. I'm just gonna let you know. I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Fatal just, like, regular. But, you know, we're here. We unfortunately did not win anything in the streamer awards. I know. I feel like we were snubbed. But, what are you gonna do, right? You know, they need to add a PS Vita category, I feel. Only fair. Still alive and well. Oh, well, still. You know, if there was ever a game that would blow out my headphones, I feel like this bunker fight. Just turn the sound up past half, and you're good. The PS Vita version, the audio is so crunchy, it'll work. So if you ever want to just destroy and defile a pair of headphones, here's your boss. Oh, that guy. Did I get him slagged? No way! Damn. He was a bit crazy, though. Well, you know what? That's Mr. Fatal for you. That's his trademark. Ooh, also, just as something to put this theory to rest, I know I've been talking about it for the last few streams. On the PS TV, alright, you know how there's been that Rumble box that you can check on. Mr. Actus, welcome, my friend. How are we? You know how there's that, like, enable Rumble feature thing that's always on the Vita? This is dangerous to do. Right here, on the PS TV. I finally figured out... Wait! I finally figured out what it does, because no PS Vita game in the history of ever has used Rumble feature, because it's a Vita game. It doesn't have that. I tested the remote play feature with the PS TV. And wouldn't you know it, that's where the rumble comes in. I'm very close to this. Good, how about you? I'm doing great. Finished my semester of teachers college, my first semester of teachers college, so you know what, we're good. Looking forward to the break. But yeah, so remote play actually uses the rumble feature for the Vita, which I mean makes sense, you know. I kind of thought that was the case. But that also tells me then that the PSTV was actually the first remote play device to ever support Rumble. Because they added that later. Later on with the remote, well, the remote play app for mobile devices didn't even exist yet, so. Same with PC and Mac, I don't think it existed. The only way to really remote play was with a Vita and then a PSTV, so. You know, and the other thing, does PS1 games also work when it comes to Rumble? That I don't know. I don't actually have. I don't know if I have any PS1 games downloaded from the Vita store. I would think probably not, unless they received a PSTV specific update. Because you got to think again, even though they're PS1 ports or like re-releases of PS1 games. Initially, they were made for the Vita, which doesn't have any Rumble, so I don't know. It depends on how the dev of that game kind of like reworked the game to work with the PSTV. I'm not sure. But the other thing with PSTV Remote Play, and this is really cool, and it kind of makes Remote Play almost worth it. At least it makes it a little more bearable. So on the handheld Vita, Remote Play resolution caps out at 540p, because that's just the max resolution that the Vita has on its screen. You can go down to 360p if you really want to, if you're someone who doesn't have strong internet connection, but let's face it, the Vita's Wi-Fi chip, there's really no difference between having a good and bad internet connection with that. It's just what it is. It'll max out at like 13 megabits a second, which is barely what you need to get good remote play. Which I guess at 540p is decent. It's okay. It'll work. And high frame rate. But the PSTV, and this is a little interesting to think about, because now you're thinking of, okay, is the remote play limit just the, you know, based on the screen resolution, or was it like a hardware limitation? Because the PSTV can remote play at 720p. It's an option in the remote play app. You can, like, its low end is 540p. You can set it to that if you want. But its high end is 720p. And you can do that with the 60 frames per second option, which I think is pretty cool. And again, I have no idea if this is like PS Vita hardware limitation and like the PSTV. Mr. Strange, welcome, my friend. How are we? Or if it was like, you know, the PSTV, because it has wall power or because it has that Ethernet port, you can opt for 720p. I don't know, but I tested it with God of War and a little bit of Battlefront. The input lag, granted, you know, I had them both hardwired, and they're kind of like right next to each other, and we have good internet here, so PS4 is absolutely utilizing that. PSTV is utilizing it as much as it can, but Mr. Strange says it so casually too. It's hilarious. But input lag's not bad. Video compression is what you'd expect from a remote play device. You know what? I just don't think there's any way around that. The bitrate, I think, is what determines video compression. And on a PSTV, I'm not expecting anything spectacular. On a PlayStation Portal, I am, because the bitrate caps out at 15 megabits per second, which is kind of laughable for a device that came out like a year ago and solely connects to a PS5, so, you know. What else? Yeah, Battlefront was okay. Input latency wasn't bad. I was able to play and still get first in co-op matches. Video quality, again, slightly worse than the 1080p non-compressed bitrate image of the PS4. But I think for back in 2015, when the PS TV came out, or 2015 I think is when it came out. It's absolutely, absolutely worth it. You know, they advertise it, and like I kind of like scoffed at this feature, but the PS TV, as much as it was advertised to be a Vita on the big screen, it was also mainly advertised as a remote play companion so that you could play your PS4 on other TV screens. And it kind of works that way. You know what? Given like great internet for both and hardwiring both, it works with that. Good been trying BL2 PS3 on Vita remote play and it's torture. Trying to do the dragons. What are you doing? Trying to do the dragons just on regular PS3 can be a pain sometimes. I take it you're using a jailbroken... Okay, I wonder for this, because I've seen somebody on... I don't know if this was you posting on Reddit. I've seen somebody on Reddit doing that, and... do you need a... Mr. Donut Lord, welcome back, my friend. How's it going? Glad to see you made yet another stream. Do you need both a modded PS3 and Vita, or just the modded Vita? Because, yeah, I can imagine it's kind of awful, just given that regular PS3 remote play is just awful. But I don't know if that's just due to the Sony's adaptation of it, or, like, I don't know. I'm more inclined to think it's just a PS3 limitation, because just because of the age of... Where is this dude? Just because of the age of its wireless connectivity. Are you gonna do the thing? Are you gonna do the thug shake? How strange. Anyone try the BO4 raid boss? I have not. I just haven't had time to actually just play Borderlands 4. So I still have to find the time just to actually play the game regularly. I will get there though. Eventually we'll get there. I like taking my time with it. Game just came out. We still got many years till the next Borderlands game if they decide to release one. So I'm not in any hurry to get through that game. I want to savor it and enjoy it. Look at the damage. Bam. What's up, Mr. Fellow Human? I managed to kill at least 2 dragons. You know what? I will give you props. You might be the first person in the world to kill at least 2 dragons on the PS3 version playing through a Vita. We need to make like a Guinness World Record book of all the achievements of Borderlands 2, but on the Vita version. Because I guarantee everybody who follows this channel and loves the Borderlands 2 Vita stuff, we would probably fill majority of that book. And Mr. Honest Liar. Going good. How about you? I'm great. I just finished my first semester of Teachers College, so I'm looking forward to the break. Give me the thing. Really hoping it's not a million runs until we get another Sham, because that just wouldn't be fun. Speaking of finishing Teachers College, on my last day with my class, like, I felt so bad, because the students were, like, genuinely upset that I was leaving. And I've never had to autograph anything before. They just, like, I put a movie on for them, because they're grade 4 or 5, right, you know. That's all you do in grade 4 or 5 is watch movies. And, you know, I'm sitting at my table / desk or whatever, and then they all, like, literally every single one of them comes over to me with whatever they have, stickers or something that they have on their desk, and they ask me to autograph or they ask me to sign it. Like, I felt honored. It was insane. What movie? Cars. The original Cars movie. Goated film. Really wish I still had the DVD for it though, because streaming it off of a data connection, because even if I had the school Wi-Fi there, good luck trying to get Disney Plus to work on that. So the buffering was a little, you know, you're a celebrity. I mean, hey, you know what? I had fun with them. They're a great bunch of students, and they also made me cards for my last day. Like, I have a collection of cards over on the other table there with just stuff that they said. Excellent pick, thank you, my friend. Modded PS3 only. You need the edit param.sfo file for the game to support remote play. Okay. Well, you know what? That's It's okay, I suppose. I guess it's one less thing you need to mod, but ah well. It's whatever. Whatever. We didn't get through the whole movie just because, you know, school day isn't infinite. But you know, brought them food, made them little goodie bags, made them put little chocolate balls in them, and had their own, because they loved my name tag that I wore. Like, I have one from my school that you wear, so, you know, the staff know who you are, and you're not just some random schmuck walking around the elementary school. And they really loved that, so I had my dad engrave, like, official-looking name tags with, like, the school logo and everything on it, and they said teacher candidate, but with each student's name on one, so they each got a name tag. And then, so yeah, and that was great. A good last day. Or they think it was my last day. You know what? I'm secretly going in, and I mean secretly, the teacher knows I'm going in, but I'm going in next Wednesday, because that's their Christmas concert day, and they kept asking me if I was going to be there for that, and I'm like, nah, I gotta go to school, I gotta go to the university, but little do they know I'm gonna surprise them there. But they're fully convinced that this past Monday was my last day. So the seeds for greatness have been planted. The seeds for the ultimate reveal have been planted. Oh, no, I'm supposed to be... That was a frame drop. Did you actually do a good class pizza party? If you did, it would be the first in history. No, I didn't do a pizza party, because there are some regulations to the elementary school. You know, you can't just bring in whatever food. I mean, they have pizza days, but he's facing a funky way, isn't he? I'm stuck.
Well, hello there, Luke.
I will gladly decline that loot, thank you very much. If it ain't a Sham or a Pearl or a World Drop Legendary, I don't want it. It seems like... I guarantee the 94 Sham was thrown off the edge. So we can, like, stop the run now. And just say that we got it. What the hell is this, bro? It's down there somewhere. Okay, alright. I can seed. 705. Shout out, Pops. But yeah, it was a... Never say never. I mean, you know what? It's a good idea. Maybe next time. Because I'm going back to that school for my second placement. And, I feel like, again, I don't know who's saying stuff to the students in this class, but they were under the impression that I was going to be teaching them for the whole year, not just, like, 3 weeks plus, like, 4 extra Mondays. So they thought that after Christmas break, they knew I was coming back to the school, but they thought I was coming back to teach their class again. And I felt bad, and I guess on the Friday before the last Monday, some of them were in tears, and I'm like, I can't believe I have that effect on people. You know, I never would have thought. But we had fun. We had some good lessons, taught them some poetry, taught them some art, taught them some music, and I think I had 1 drama lesson, so we had some fun. We made some good stuff. They have a good sense of humor. I told them, you know, even when I'm in the other class, come down the hall and visit, like on lunch patrol. As the teacher, you know, you're walking around. I'll come down and visit. Absolutely. They keep asking me to. It's the funniest thing, because their school only goes up to grade 6, and they're in grade 4 or 5, and they ask me, like, you know, when you become a teacher, are you going to teach at this school? Because you can teach us. I'm like, I don't know yet, because I want to teach high school. And I've said that before, but, you know, I want to teach high school, but I'm qualified to teach anywhere from grade 4 to 10. But, like, even if I were to go back to that school, none of them would be there by the time I graduate. Did you teach them the inspirational power of Motley Crue? No? What is that? How is it inspirational power? Am I missing something? Have I been failing teachers college this whole time because I didn't know that little tidbit of information? Give me the thing. Do the thing. Drop it right there. Right in that spot. Do it! I feel like Balder after he gets his neck crushed. Do it! Gasping for air. Bunch of crap and garbage. Where are you? I don't need you. I need a shield that is so rare, and when I get it, I'm never gonna use it. Never heard of the head of... No? Should I have? I feel bad now. Oh, also a question. When we do our pearl farm, and again, thinking way in the future, should we farm for, like, just obtaining whatever the pearl is, or should we aim to, like, get the full max level 61 version of that pearl? Because depending on the answer, that farm will take significantly longer. Which I don't care. You know what? Like, if we're playing more Borderlands 2 Vita, I'm all for it. But, ooh, there's a bunker SMG. A sign, perhaps? Whose car is making noise outside, brother? There's nobody out there. I'm really debating also of ordering another copy of Borderlands 2 on the Mac physically, just so I can open one, just to see what the experience is like installing the game with the disc. I feel like you should just get the part. Get the part because most of them are not good. Well, yeah. I only ask because if we're doing like a full collection of the items on the Vita, like, would most people want it to be the absolute best version that you can obtain that item on the Vita? I don't know. Some people, when you're playing Borderlands, I feel like that's how they think. Like, you need to get the absolute best version of a thing. They are the greatest rock band ever. Oh. I don't listen to too much rock. If I'm listening to rock, it's usually like early 2000s. Turn. Face me. Goodbye, gun. Thank you, kill skills. Beauty. We are also, at some point, for those who don't remember or weren't here last time, we are going to play Borderlands 2 Vita again through the story, but we're going to go through all the different characters. That's also way into the future. Because I want to get this Sham farm done before we do any of that. I don't want to get all looped into different parts of the game while we still have this going. I promised a Sham farm, and I'm delivering a Sham farm as much as possible. I also need to think of what we're going to play over the weekend and during the next week or so. Because I do have time now, don't have any assignments to go. And, I don't know what to play. I know Ben's gonna be around. He's gonna have some time probably on the weekends. So we'll probably get some Battlefront in there to increase the win streak. We're almost at 100 in a row, which is nice. Maybe we'll pop on some Rec Room, who knows. But after that, because the other games that we could play are, well, also with Ben, we have Minecraft PS4. But the other games that I play solo, we have Minecraft PS Vita, we have Borderlands 1 on the PS3, we have this, and I think that's all we got so far. I know Mr. Zach had some suggestions for other games, I think he said in the Discord. One of them being Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, the Revenge of the Sith game. Go all in, you're not allowed to hop off this game. Don't worry, Mr. Strange, we have, like, so much content to get through, and with the rate at which I have other work to do in my life, we may just be here till the day I die. That's a great possibility. Or the day that the PSTV just finally gives up on life. I thought it was broken. I honestly, like, when I booted it up here, I thought it was broken. because I wasn't getting a signal out to the TV, and my splitter, the red light, was just continuously on. So, because it usually is a green light. I'm like, I have all the cables plugged in the same way that they've always been plugged in. Like, I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I've been doing it the same way. Only to realize that at some point I had switched the cables, so, like, yes, the cable, the HDMI, because I have two HDMI cables. The one cable that I usually plug into the capture card was plugged into the capture card, but it was plugged into the input side of the splitter, not the output side. So that was a very easy fix, because I thought I had to get a new splitter, which isn't a deal breaker, but I don't want to wait for that to come in. Who wants to wait for things? Also, at some point, I want to acquire wireless mics that work with my computer and OBS, so we can do some Wii Sports streams. I feel like that would be really fun if when Ben comes over, when Jesse is over here, like, we could do some Wii Sports streams, or I could do, like, Borderlands 2 VR. I want to keep doing. The only problem is that the visuals suck. From a PS4, like, if you're using the internal capture function of the PS4, it sucks. The field of view is so just shrunk down from what I'm seeing. But what I learned is that if you use the capture card through the social TV output, it's like the full image. Only problem is that the microphone audio from the PSVR headset, or the headphones that I have plugged into it, don't go through the HDMI output, so it just sounds like nothing. So I need an audio source going into OBS, and wireless mic is that option. But I've got to find a good one. I don't want to, like, spend a decent amount of money on one just for it to suck. Hey, that's a lot of shooting, I hear. What are you doing? I don't like this, flanking. Oh. Wait. I need to see it. Okay, so I got a Mac, loving it. Should I get the App Store version of Borderlands 2? What a weird drop pattern. What are you doing crooked all day today? What is this? I don't know. Mr. Gabriel, welcome, my friend. How are we tonight? I don't know. There's some differences. Yeah, I think there's some differences between the App Store version versus the Steam version, and I have no idea which version the physical version falls under. I don't know if that's a Steam version or its own version. Because I think the Mac Store version of the game has... I think it has the upgraded visuals. Like, if you've ever played the PS3 version of Borderlands 2, and then you've played, like, the Handsome Collection version, you'll know that it has, like, a lot of... what do you call it? Ambient occlusion, I think it's called. Like, where you put your gun up to the sunlight and, like, it like, morphs around the gun or whatever. I can't remember if that's called ambient occlusion or not, but in any case, it has that, and the graphics just look a whole lot better. But the Steam version of Borderlands 2 for the Mac doesn't have that. It's more like the PS3 version. But from what I've seen, the Mac App Store version looks like it has the improved visuals, and I think you can also get the HD texture pack through the Mac App Store version. I don't know, I don't have that one, and I'm not dropping $25 on the same digital version of the game. I'll gladly spend the $8 for the physical version, but I don't want to open it because it's sealed. So I may just order another one and then just test it out. I really want to, and this is just me being me, because I love making technology do things it was never designed to do in the first place. One day, I want to figure out how to get Borderlands 2 to run on a PowerPC based Mac. No, we're good. Because I have an eMac. And if you don't know what the eMac is, it's a very cool Mac computer that existed in schools for a while. In any case, I would love to get it to run on there. Only problem is that it really falls short of the minimum system requirement. Well, okay, doesn't fall terribly short, but like, you know, I think it's mainly the software version that's like the furthest thing from being successful. Because the game requires macOS 10.8 minimum, and the eMac caps out at macOS 10.4. I have a gig of RAM in it, a full gig of RAM. The video RAM might also be slightly underwhelming. I think the game requires 256 megs VRAM. eMac has 64 megs. But I mean, it's just a language thing, right? Like, it's coded for an Intel processor, and the PowerPC architecture is not the same. So, you know. I'm sure somewhere out there, someone is capable of pulling that off. I just don't know where to begin for that. But that's a problem for another day, and it's not entirely imminent that it gets done. We're not getting cool stuff so far. What the hell? We were getting pearls last time. We've been getting world drop legendaries from. We've been getting some shams, and this time we're getting nothing. It's been slow starts recently for this farm. Don't know why, but it just has been. But that's okay. You know what? It gives you something to look forward to. If you get all the fun stuff out of the way right at the beginning, then you're just in a lull for the rest of the stream. So we got lots of time. I'm awake. I got a good night's sleep 2 nights ago, so we're feeding off of that sleep. So we're doing well. Good day at school today. So one of my classes is a special education class, and it's the final day. Teacher's chillest guy ever, and he has like a mock Jeopardy game made for us so we can review what we've learned throughout the course. And the group I was in, like, we were just like a whole bunch of dumbasses. It was hilarious. So we start the game off 0-2. We're negative 700 points. We're like so far into last place, it's not even funny. And I think at that point we just accepted that, hey, we're just gonna lose. So let's see how much we can lose by. But then we started getting answers right, and other people, there was teams that were already in like the 500, 600 point range, so, and us being at negative 700. No way, right? But then we just start getting some answers right. We started playing strategically for some reason. We just, out of nowhere, decided to start playing strategically. Getting the hands up quick so we can get picked first for questions, getting answers right. And then lo and behold, we pull off the win with 1,100 points. Like a generational comeback, I think. And it got down right to the wire, right? Like there was 2 other groups that had 700 points, and the last 2 answers were worth 300 and 100 points. So if one team went gung-ho on it and got both of them right, then, you know, they would have at least tied us. And then I guarantee there would have been some sudden death question that we probably would have got wrong, but they got the 300, but they couldn't get the 100. The one bro in the group pre-fired his hand up and then had no idea what the answer was, so we pulled off the win. We won cupcakes. Because that's prize-worthy, I suppose. But it was fun. Fun final day. Good group of folks, those are. Let me see it. Let me see the monster inside. We got 10 people in here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Sham farm that may or may not be draining my sanity from me. Ooh. I apologize. Like, doing this farm, as much as people do want to see the Sham, and, you know, they coaxed me into doing it when we were playing through the story, um, I just feel bad, because it's not, like, visually stimulating, like, playing the story is. Like, at least it's interesting playing the story on this console, because very few people have ever seen this version played in its entirety on this console. But then the Sham, it's like, if you don't get a Sham, what really are you doing with this stream? But, you know what, I'm glad that so many people find this intriguing. I find it intriguing. You know, we're... Very few people play this version all the way through to the end. And even less of those people have collected the usual items of collection in a Borderlands game. Is it different than any other version? Not really, but it's still a version that remains untouched. It's still a version that has its own little charm and potential within it. And we're the people to bring it some life. And we're going to do that. Got some pearls already in the bank, so we're going to do the pearl farm later on. The Sham, we're not getting a perfect Hide of Terra. I don't care what anybody says. Frame rate looks like Bunchies, LMAO. I mean, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. You know, it's fine. It's you got to put yourself in the mindset of 2014 Vita players or Borderlands players. This was the first portable version of the game, first official portable version of the game. And at the time, you know, before the Ultimate Vault Hunter upgrade packs had been released, this was a fully updated version of the game. It was on par with the other ones in terms of content. So, you know, it did what it could. On a handheld that had no right running the game, it did a pretty bang-up job. And playing it on a TV with the PS TV is probably not the best way of doing it, because you're playing a game that was made for a 540p 5-inch handheld screen, and then you're putting it on a TV screen. So it might not look the best, but having the added benefit of using a PS4 controller natively is nice. Adds in all the missing buttons that the Vita version didn't have. Okay, I'm back. I finished that short. Now we gotta... Oh, you did finish the short. Do you want to... How big's the file? Because, like, if you want to email it to me, I could send you my email. I might sound like an old fogey saying that. Just postage, just post it to me. Or send it through postage. I mean, this runs better than Skyrim. Does it really run better than Skyrim on the PS3? I've never played it on the PS... We're dead. Hang on. There's where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You just have to hit the turrets, otherwise if you kill them regularly, it doesn't count as a kill. I think I'm safe here. Maybe, no, maybe not. I'm getting toasted. My tootsies are getting... Brick! The fight has been over for millennia. How would you rank all the Borderlands games from worst to best? Well, I mean, we're not getting Sham, so I think Borderlands 2 might have to go at the bottom. No. That's tough. I started on Borderlands 2. I started playing on the Vita. Like, Borderlands 2, my first exposure to it was on the Vita, so I'm partial to that. But, I think... I haven't played too much of Borderlands 4 yet, just because I haven't, I've been in teacher's college, so I haven't had the time. So I can't really rank that one right now, so I'm going to leave it out of my ranking, but I'll put... that's tough, because, like, I don't not like any of them. I like all the Borderlands games. I will look, okay. I haven't sent, okay, yeah. Just see how big the file size is. Like, I don't know. Or, like, if you have a Google Drive, 288 megabytes, might be a little too big for an email, but I mean, I can If you can upload it to like Google Drive or something and then send it to me through Google Drive, then I can just download the file from there. That might work. I think I like Borderlands 2 the most, so I'll put that at 1. Just because I like the that like western, it has like a westerny vibe, like a, I don't know, like a, not a wilderness vibe, but like you're kind of just out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. And the audio design, even on the Vita with its crunchy compressed audio, is still, you just put a good pair of headphones in, it's money. Second, I think would have to be a tie between the pre-sequel and Borderlands 3. I hate the story in Borderlands 3, but the gameplay and the graphics, they're pretty nice. Pre-sequel, I like the story more and more, the more I play it. Side missions can be kind of ass, though, but, like, it's okay. And it feels kind of more like Borderlands 2 anyway. Still have yet to play the DLCs for that one. Like, I want to play them and experience them first on the PS3 version. Don't ask me why, that's just how I am. And I've heard the Claptastic Voyage is really good, so... Like Borderlands 3, the DLCs might be the saviors. I see the chats, hang on. I'm missing a lot of shots that I shouldn't be missing. Pre-sequel is my least favorite because of Deadlift. I trolled my team in zombies so much. LMAO. The overall combat in the pre-sequel is so fun. Which DLCs? For which? The Craptastic Voyage is the only real story DLC. Well, I guess then, yeah, just the Claptastic Voyage would be... Pre-sequel is 9 out of 10, is let down by the piece. No, it's Deadlift. Great. Oh, I just realized his name is Mr. Krieg. That's lovely. Suck, Harold! Ah! No, he took my B shield. There we go. Elimination. Just love how they disappear. Vita's efficient RAM management. Enemy go into oblivion. Claptrap DLC is absolute peak. Yeah, I gotta play it. I hate that the pre-sequel, like, it wasn't popular, or as popular as the other versions. So, like, the DLCs never got a physical release, like Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, or in Borderlands 1 did on the old console, so it kind of sucks. You have to buy them digitally, which means they're going to be full price. Or you can just buy the Hansen collection. But I, again, want to experience it on the old console, the console that it was designed for first. What are these drop patterns? These aren't usual Vita drop patterns. And yes, I've played it enough runs to know that the Vita has certain drop patterns that mean certain things. Crooked. Again, we have max iridium. I'm not really going to worry about that. Gross. White items. There's way more white than green. That's disgusting. 7/12. The ending is so sad. Don't spoil it. The overall combat in the pre-sequel is so fun. I really wish that the pre-sequel, like Borderlands 2, got a VR version, because I feel like Borderlands 2, or Borderlands pre-sequel, it's a perfect mix for VR, because you have the zero gravity, you can glide everywhere. Like, there's just so much in the spacey atmosphere, there's just so much that they could have done with it. But I understand that, you know, Borderlands 2 VR didn't really take off as much, and the pre-sequel was already struggling as is. Deadlift is easily the least fun story boss in any Borderlands game. His boss fight could have worked with the arena, so... Was Deadlift, is he the guy that has, like, the two parts to him? Like, the guy that's, like, the mini guy that just has the helmet, and then the big guy? Am I forgetting? Quick fact about Deadlift, he's not actually immune to shock damage. He's just my favorite Vault Hunter. Shock damage. Okay, I'm thinking of a different boss. I don't know. Let's run again. Let's actually check on my pearls here while we're at it. So we have the Refill Avenger, which is level 51, because Mr. Honest Liar gifted this one to us. We got a max level scalable Butcher. Bless me. And yes, max level is level 61 on the Vita, because no UVHM Pack 2. We also got a max level Bearcat. So we have 3 so far. We got a couple Seraph weapons too, because fun. So we still have, I think there's 7 or 8 Gen 1 pearls. So we still got a little bit of farming we need to do, but I want to fire them on the Vita, because some of them have like really cool animations, and I've never seen them on the Vita before. Like the Storm has, as much as it's a useless sniper, it has some cool animations. Can I text you on Discord about the short? It's 3 minutes. Yeah, text me on Discord. Definitely do that. Nisha, bitch for killing Brick's puppy. Oh no. Oh, is she the sheriff? Am I just forgetting all these names? I think I'm forgetting all the names. But yeah, Mr. Agnes, if you want, like I can put my, well, I guess I could put my email, or I could send you my email anyway. Because, that'll just work as Google Drive. Like, it should send it, if you want to just send it that way, through Google Drive, just with the email. I think that might be the easiest way to do it. Because I guarantee Google Gmail is not going to allow for a 288 megabyte file send. Because who would want to send big files to somebody else? Favorite Borderlands 2 Vault Hunter's Krieg because of his one of his skills, Light the Fuse. I figured from your name, Krieg Kruger 09, you probably like Krieg. I don't know where the Kruger part comes from, but I have a slight suspicion as to where the Krieg comes from. Give me a thing, please. I need stimulus for the great, gorgeous people watching the stream right now. Nisha's the sheriff of Lynchwood. Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't I didn't know that was her name. Like, is there just something that I'm missing that I need to do? I feel like some streams we could just walk in here and then get shams and drops left, right, and center. And then there's other. Okay, we got 2 E-Tech guns, so that's awful. Look at the anti-aliasing on that text. And Apple said we needed retina displays. I beg to differ. At least it's not white gear. Grease Hellbourne Mill's really fun too. You think, other than Zero's bore skill, because I know that build just breaks every console and PC you try to use it on, is there any other build of a Vault Hunter that you think would crash the Vita just, like, because it exists? Like, just playing through with it normally? My second favorite Vault Hunter BL2 is Salvador, and my third favorite is Maya. Sal is near impossible to play with on the handheld Vita. If you're not using an overclock, he is very difficult to use. Not because the controls suck, like, you get the L and R triggers act as his guns, but it's just because, the frame rate and the performance and the stability kind of make it hard to aim weapons when you can't ADS with them. Maya's, I'm forgetting what the skill is called, but it's basically if you use the Pimpernel. Is it Cloud Kill? I know her Cloud Kill skill is, like, one that is often talked about. I've only ever really played with Axon on Borderlands 2, so I gotta expand my palette with the other characters. So I think when we do eventually get to our next story playthrough of Borderlands 2 on the Vita, we'll go with Maya. And then we'll work our way down from there. Because we do have Krieg and Gage on here as well. It did receive the 2 DLC characters, shockingly enough. Maybe Sal with money shot spamming using a Jacob's shotgun because of all the particles made by the skill. That's true. I've seen... I think it's Jolts that I would watch, but, like, yeah, it makes that, like, really... I don't even know how to describe this sound. said with the Orphan Maker, right? Or no, just Jacob's shotguns. I don't know if it's like the Orphan Maker shotgun, but it like... There's this really weird, like, echoey, recoily sound that it makes. And I know that can, like, slow some systems down depending on what you're doing it with. Modern PCs probably not, but older hardware probably. Sit down, sir. Uh-oh. Boom. He's fine. He can't catch me. No, it's not the red tree. I try to not use it too much. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea where any of these skills land in the trees, so we'll figure it out. Please. I don't understand the hate for Axton in the Borderlands community. He was the first one I played back when I had BL2 on PS3. I used to call him just Soldier Guy. That's fair. I like him. Again, I started on the Vita version. And he is... I mean, people say he's the easiest to use, and he's great for starting players, but on the Vita, when you have a gun that can auto-aim and shoot for you, with a performance cap of nothing, but then yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty useful, especially when you get two turrets going. It does tank the frames a little bit more, but then again, you're not the one who has to aim and fire those guns. They just do it themselves. It's activated on your last shot in the mag and then boosts the damage by a ton. Axton has some of the best skills in the game. He's a great, like, all-around character, you know? Like, I like his healing aspect. I think that's, like, it's just something you don't need to worry about when using him compared to some of the other characters, because, like, play a game! I mean, that's not to say, like, there's health everywhere in Borderlands. It's like, you know... But as a new player, you don't kind of know where all the health stuff is or how it works. Just having that refill for you whenever is just so nice. And the turrets are nice. I know the nuke skill kind of gets, like, useless by the time you get to level 72 and over. Still cool to use, though. Can knock enemies back. His slag bullets can be a huge help if you don't want to keep swapping between weapons. Chain reaction can basically be bore. Yeah, I've heard of that, especially on Bunker. Axton's just a better roller, in my opinion. Roland also gets a lot of slack for being boring. But yet again, BO1 skill trees are limited. Yeah, BO1 skill trees, they're pretty unanimous across any character you play with. Like, they're almost the exact same skills, minus, like, one or two. I don't know, I just hated Roland in Borderlands 1. He was... When I first got the game on the PS3, I tried him. But, like, it's not for the reasons you would think. I just hated how obnoxious he sounded. Like, I guess you could turn character dialogue all the way down, or player callouts, but... Actually, I don't know if player callouts could be toggled in Borderlands 1. But in any case, he's just so annoying. Like, I'm so glad they changed his voice in Borderlands 2. And then I played with Brick. He was okay. I don't think I was using him right. Like, I don't think I spec'd into the right skills to get the most out of him. But then I started playing for this series, or for our Borderlands 1 PS3 series, I started using Lilith. And she's been pretty good so far. She's pretty cool. I do like her phase walking ability, and I think there's definitely builds to make that overpowered, but I haven't played the game far enough yet. And I still need to get the Game of the Year edition for the DLC so I can get the level cap upgrade. I don't want to download it on the PS3 because that's a huge waste of money. I guarantee you can find the physical version of the DLCs for like $5-6, and you know, this is why I miss the physical releases of DLCs, because you could get them for cheap once the game was old. Because it just came with on the Blu-ray, or on a separate Blu-ray, or on a separate DVD if you were on Xbox. It was great. Install times took nothing at all. Stalking launcher. I don't know if you're rare, but I don't care. I'm not picking you up. You can stay on the floor and disappear with the rest of the guns when I leave. Nothing. Like, I swear to God, when I saw that pearl last time, I thought it was just like the classic blue with the mixing with the white beam. Because we've seen that so many times, but then you could visibly see my shock as it was actually a pearl. Water is good. I'm happy that Borderlands 4 doesn't mention 6-7 meme. I mean, it... Are we still streaming? Are we still up? Uh-oh. Okay. Camera's still working. We're still streaming, right? Could somebody confirm or deny? Did my game freeze? I think my game just froze. Got stuck on connection thing, so I was a little worried. Yes, game crash, I think. I can still hear audio, though. Usually when it crashes, the whole thing locks up, but... or else I would drink bleach. I think Borderlands 4 came out before that meme. See, that's the thing. I'm in teachers college. I always joke with the students, because they're self-aware. Is that, like, I tell them, why did I have to become a teacher when this meme was the thing? And they all laugh at me and then start doing the meme, and then I just feel like jumping out the second floor window. Still alive. Alright, that's good. That's good. Minor setback. We'll just reload the game. Doesn't take too long to load on here if you just forget that every other version of the game exists. So, you know. Powered by Wise. Oh, you're to blame. I feel like a port like this, all the game developers and whatever you want to call them on there, is just like, you're not putting yourself up there for praise at this point. You're putting yourself up there to get ridiculed. Searching for downloadable content. As long as we can get past whatever connection check it does, then we should be fine. Sometimes it'll get stuck or hung up on those screens, but doesn't usually happen. Come on. Okay, character's still here. We're good. Match browser. No, nobody's playing online. That's fine. Okay. Okay, we're good. See, now I'm weary that, like, every single stoppage or hang-up is just, like, a game over. Even though I know... Even though I've watched it for so many times, and I should know that this is just how the game is. You still never feel 100% after something like that happens. You're always cognizant of anything and everything that can happen. Has anybody ever tried playing Borderlands 4 on a PS5 through a modded Vita, using the PS5 remote play thing that exists for it? I still don't know if that plugin, or if that app, or whatever you want to call it, if it's in beta still, or if it actually has some kind of full release to it. Last time I checked it, but it was like a year ago when I learned that it existed. It was still in beta, and it was not great. There was a lot of input lag, but you were still able to play a PS5 on a PS Vita. So, but I suppose you could also just stream with Moonlight. You could just stream Borderlands 4 from a PC There's ways of doing it. Would you want to play the game fully through that? That would be an interesting series. Not that anybody would be crazy enough to actually do this, but like, if you want to be the first to do something with a Borderlands game on a Vita, there's plenty of instances that you could do. One of which being, I played through the entirety of Borderlands 4 while remote playing it with a Vita through a PS5. And, you know, that could be a series, and I bet you people would watch it. Because if they watch this, they'll watch that. Oh. I'm not even gonna bother killing you. Have you ever watched the video Angry German Kid? I don't think I've ever seen that. I thought you were gonna say, like, Angry Video Game Nerd guy from way back when. Mr. Strange is also confused. Can he ever drop a pearl in this pile? I don't think he can. But I look either way, because you never know. That is till the Vita explodes. Mr. Jim, welcome, my friend. It's been a while. How's it going? You and Mr. Gabriel both have the brown profile picture, so like half the time I feel like you're the same person. The Vita won't explode. Vita means life. You know what? It'll outlive every single one of us, and then some. And you know what? That's just how it is. Wasn't it that video of the kid raging and breaking skateboard? You're gonna have to be a little more specific. I think, I feel like there's a lot of examples of that online. All I remember is the one kid raging with the or no, I think he was using a PS3 classic entertainment unit, style. He's got the big CRT box TV in there. He's like, the get no scoped. That's a pinnacle moment in human history. That's the video. Damn, you got it right off the hop. Nice job, Mr. Gabriel. Uh-oh. Are we lagging? Oh, come on, man. I saw the internet thing go down. Our internet has just been funky the last week. Sometimes it'll just shut off and not shut off, it'll be on, but it just won't work at all. And that's annoying, and then sometimes it'll just like intermittently go on and then off, and I really hope that's not what's going on right now, but I see that light going on up and down. Nah, man, the Nintendo Switch and Skyrim will outlive us. I mean, maybe. You know what? If it could survive it now, it might survive it for all eternity. Kid was trying to play Unreal Tournament, I think. Oh, I love those videos of the people raging it. I guess he's not at an actual, like, video game tournament, but I just love those videos. Like, people just absolutely explode in them, but then they, like, act so formal when they go in for the handshake. Oh, no. Come on, dude. Is the stream lagging? Because I can see periodically the thing dipping into the red. Last time that happened, it did not go over well. It just kept getting worse and worse as the night went on. God damn it, I'm dropping frames. Bethesda kept releasing the Skyrim when everyone wants Elder Scrolls. Aren't they re-releasing Skyrim again on... Are they re-releasing it on the Switch too? It's like the 16th release of the game or something like that. Skyrim put Todd Howard Jr. through college. Damn. No! I hit the cannon! I hit the one tiny little part of him that could possibly have withstood the damage. Yes. Yes to... Oh, there it goes. There's the red. We're in the red. I know the audio will still come through, but the video is going to be choppy. can't end it without finding anything. I really don't want to end the stream, but like, there's literally nothing that can fix this except time. Or I'd have to unplug the whole router thing, but then by the time that'll go, I'll get situated and restabilized, like, night's over. We have 26 people in here. Come on, I feel... Not come on that there's 26 people in here, come on because the stream is just not having it. There it goes, into the red. Don't you just love when that happens? They brought Skyrim to the Switch too. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Why does this happen? They also upgraded the Switch 1 version. Upgraded it how? Oh my god. The stream connection is just flaky. Why are we doing this, OBS? I just updated you. Is that what's causing the problem? It's not a great sign when I've dropped 4,200. Milan is lagging, I figured. Dropped 4,200 frames. Top 10, okay, we'll just give it a second, see if it stabilizes here. Top 10 most overrated games ever. 10, Persona 5. Oh. Saw 5 and 9 and Persona 5, 9, RE4 remake. I did like the VR version of that though, that was pretty cool. Assassin's Creed after Black, any Assassin's Creed after Black Flag. COD Modern Warfare 2019. Breath of the Wild after its first hour. Very specific. GTA 3. Genshin Impact, SSBU, I don't know what that one is. PVZ, I don't know what that one is. Mortal Kombat 11. Made the textures better. Put out an update, Samurai Skyward, okay. Krieg Gearless is kind of... Alright, I think we're okay now. It's been green for a while, so let's see how this goes. RE4 remake, like, I wasn't a huge Resident Evil guy. I like Resident Evil 7 though, but I never really played the original games. But when if like the remake is what you need to turn it into VR, like I think Resident Evil in VR is like the perfect mix. Resident Evil 7 on the PSVR is still a goated port of the game, despite the fact you can't use the Move controllers, you have to use a PS4 controller, but still, if you're someone who's never played the game before, or if you're someone who really loved the game but wants that kind of added layer of horror, it's a great way of doing it. It's, I think, the only official VR port of the game, too. Because you can play it on VR on PC, but it's a fan-made mod, which might also just be fine. No, I see the thing's starting to dip again. Let's not do this. Hold together. Skyrim on Switch 1 is now on version 1.1.404.0. Oh, he's here. I'm wasting time. How salutations, sir. I have come for the Sham. Please give it to me, because the stream is not stabilized tonight. That would really suck, because I'm awake. It seems the 2 nights, like I think last time this happened, I was awake, like really awake when I'm not usually, and then I had to end it early because the stream just was not, I was not able to do anything consistently. There we go. Hang on. GTA 3, I don't know, GTA 3's okay. It reminds me, oh, there it goes. We're lagging. Yes, I see the 404. GTA 3 is kind of fun. It's that old style of GTA game. I mean, it was great for its time. It's a little clunky nowadays. Why are we lagging? Why are we doing this? They're not bad games, but they're not perfect and get too much sauce. Like, respectfully, it's kind of bad. So I don't think anyone cares about Plants vs. Zombies 2. RE4 makes good gameplay wise, but it lost its cheesy charm. GTA 3 is a good game, but the other games improve upon itself. Oh, well, yeah. Do we get Sham wasn't looking? No. That just physically hurts me. Hurts me to my core. God damn. Are we still lagging? Like, how bad is the lag for you guys? Because on my OBS window, it just looks regular. But I can see the little connection bar at the bottom is flickering between the red, yellow, and green. Okay. There's like nothing I can do to fix that, too. Let's just see how many runs we can pump out here before it starts getting really bad. Because this is how it started last time. Is that it's like it was just somewhat intermittent, and then it just got really bad. Oh, that's what PVZ stands for, Plants vs. Zombies. I don't see any lag at all. Really? Nothing at all. Huh. Well, I mean, the game we're playing, it's kind of hard to tell when it's lagging and when it's not. When the stream's lagging. Should have put Clash Royale. Damn, people are just hating on. I never played Clash Royale either. I didn't get into it. Nope. Alright. Mr. Jim. I'm trusting your word. Well, yeah, no, there's sequel. It's kind of lagging like last time. Okay. Yes, Mr. Actus was here during the other fiasco that we had. Like, it's not the weather, man. Like, it's just, there's no. I mean, there's snow on the ground, but it's not currently and actively snowing. Hey, dude. Just want to play some Borderlands on the Vita. After going through a gruesome. Yeah, it was fine, but like gruesome teachers' college semester. Now we have the Christmas time to play on the Vita, and it just won't let us. Alright, now it's somewhat stabilized now. If you can't tell if it's lagging or not, just keep an eye on the face cam. I think that's the easiest way to tell. Mega Knight killed Clash Royale and Evos killed it. See, I have no idea what any of that means. It's like saying Borderlands 1 is overrated just because Borderlands 2 improved upon it. I mean, I don't know. Like, for some of the games that you listed, like GTA 3, I don't think people are raving on it the way that some of the other games are. Like, they don't rave on it like they do Clash Royale. Like, I think most people remember it fondly. You know, it was a good game. Yes, the other games improved upon it, but I don't think anybody's saying that GTA 3 was better than GTA 5 and GTA 4. I know there's a debate between GTA 4 and GTA 5. Uh-oh. 2.2% of the frames have been missed. I love to see that. I might have to change my LEDs. That's okay, Mr. Krieg. You know what they say. Lists were made to be changed. And if they're not saying it, then they haven't changed their list yet. Here's the improved list. Oh, he's already got one. Good lord. Please let me get one thing before the stream just completely disintegrates. I would love that. Furnace is coming on. See how I tanked that bomb right there? I do know Cloudflare's been having problems. Well, we have Rogers. I don't know what Cloudflare is, but we have Rogers. It's better than what we used to have. Like, it's literally by the numbers 100 times better than what we used to have. Because you're not Sham. Because we used to have 10 megabit a second internet up until like 5 years ago. And that was with Bell. And they claimed it was 5, and it was not fiber optic. It was crap. And then we got Rogers, because Rogers used the coax cable for its internet. So it uses cable, and it's a whole lot faster. We get gigabit and a half speeds now, which is nice. For your Resident Evil 4 critique that the lighthearted and cheesy jokes were removed. They did that because they wanted to give a modern take on the game. You can still play RE4 OG if you want that experience. It looked better than ladies. What? What? What was that text in reply to, Mr. Act? Google server public DNS. I see. Mr. Actus with the needle in the haystack text. $7.19. 19 runs in, have not seen a single thing. Mr. Jim, I don't think we've met so far. Mr. Jim is... We had this conversation another stream ago, like the wave of like subscribers that have stayed consistent. Like the OG wave 1 subscriber. There's like one or two. Mr. Ramsey and Mr. I want to say either Mr. Daniels or Mr. Loyalty. They've been here for a while. Wave 2, I don't remember too much of the Wave 2s. We have 35 people in here. Welcome, everybody. It's a good night. It's a good Friday night to be doing some Borderlands 2 stuff. And then we're currently in, like, Wave 3. I think Mr. Jim is Wave 3. Mr. Emporia, I would call you a Wave 4. And I think that we're currently in Wave 4, now that I rethink about it. Wait, I'll read it in a second. Boss. Whoops, speech to text, it looked better. It was speech to text that you said that? You had to say that out loud? Looks better than the ladies. I was wondering what your thoughts are on Mr. Fatal. Mr. Emporia is getting all the information on Mr. Fatal. He's doing a full autobiography on him, I feel. Where's the survivor? You don't get to live because all the other ones died. Number 10, Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, wait, is this like the same list? Mario Galaxy 2 feels like a DLC. Well, I guess you could say the same thing about God of War 2 if you're thinking that way, because God of War 2 plays a lot like God of War 1. Give me a damn sham. Plays a lot like God of War 1, looks a lot like God of War 1. Somewhat, I don't know. I see it as its own game. Just because they're similar and just because it's improving upon the formula doesn't, like, in my eyes... Pearl? No. Just lies. No! We're not as lucky as last time. Keep trying to beat Mr. Fatal. You know what, that's kind of funny, because Mr. Fatal tried to beat me at some point, I think, so... We've come full circle. 720... Xbox 720. Remember those? Mr. Emporia is just brutal honesty tonight. How is your list even worse than the previous one? 10, Mario Galaxy 2, 9, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, 8, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time? You know, Ocarina of Time on the Wii is, like, mirrored for some reason. Like, the whole image is flipped on the Wii compared to the GameCube. I think it was because, you know, they figured most people were right-handed with the Wii remote, so they flipped it to fit that. Last of Us Part 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, Genshin Impact. Mr. Emporia is not going to be happy with this. All I know about Mr. Fatal is that he... Yes, Mr. Jim and Mr. Fatal had a friendly rivalry, I think, at some point. Did you and him get any arguments, Mr. Jim? Oh, you have no idea. Go back to the old streams and then go into like the live chat replay, and you'll see him. Haven't seen Mr. Fatal in a long time. He hasn't come by the channel in a while, and he's not in the Discord anymore. Or he deleted his Discord. I don't know. No idea. Mr. Raporia, if you really want to get his attention, you could try commenting on one of his YouTube videos. I don't think anyone liked The Last of Us 2. I liked watching it for, like, I didn't play it. I didn't have the time to play it, but I, like, watched, I think I watched Jacksepticeye play it, so. I liked watching it for the first time. It has some really cool physics, I will say that. Like, I'm a guy who likes physics in video games. It adds that extra layer of immersion for me. And to see that level of physics on a PS4 game is just really cool. Like, the glass shattering has some pretty good water physics. Just, like, character awareness is also pretty good in that game. Like, it feels kind of natural. I mean, story is, you know, it's a story. They did what they could, right? Aha! Bow to me, sir. Drop something, anything. I feel most of Nintendo's games are overrated, way high in regard. Now, yes, they saved us from the game crash of '83. My dude just remembers history. But this doesn't mean that they are the greatest game company ever, in my opinion. I still say Fatal belongs on a list. It's not going to specify which list, but just on a list somewhere. I think Mr. Jim has spoken pretty plainly on his opinions of Mr. Fatal. You suck. Dude, where's all the things, man? Favorite Nintendo franchise that agree is not overrated is Donkey Kong or Kirby. Kirby's really fun. I like Kirby. I like the one 3DS like downloadable game that they had. It was some like Smash Bros-esque game, but it was pretty fun. My brother and I played it a lot on our 2DSs back in the day. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. What is happening? Oh, congratulations, the thing says. I know I'm definitely on a list. Mr. J. Why would you think that? Whoa, that's intense, Mr. Jim. Would you say he's psychotic? I hope Fatal is going okay, but he needs some help. He's figuring out life. Bro's more insane than Krieg for playing on the PS Vita port. We have some fun here, you know what? We're having fun. We're on the PS TV, so we're actually playing on genuine Vita hardware. I also picked this up while we were playing through the story. Like, we've played from the beginning all the way up to now and streamed it all, but we're playing with the physical Vita edition of the game as well, because the PS TV accepts Vita game cartridges. We also have 41 people in here. Welcome, everybody. Were you born in 2009, Mr. Krieg? Yes, I was. I'm telling you, Mr. Poria is a detective in disguise. I just know my game history well enough. I mean, you know what? A man of history. That's the thing. Historians were not actually present during a lot of the historical events that they study on. But they study on them. So it doesn't matter how old you are. I do like older games. In fact, my first console was an N64, which is my favorite Nintendo console, in my opinion. N64 is a funky little console. You know what? Like, the controller, for a Japanese company, like, they usually make controllers smaller. Just because the average Japanese hand size is smaller than American, Canadian, or the rest of the world. The N64, they're just like, nah, we have 3 hands this time, you know, the coveted third hand gets some love, and we'll just make joystick in the middle. I'm wondering if they're thinking, was that just like, you know, most games will probably use the buttons on the outer sides of the controller, but they didn't really think too far ahead. I have no idea. I don't know. I wasn't there. It is kind of funky, though, how you have to hold it. sometime. Whoa. What are you doing here that quickly? Where's the straggler? Get out of the splash zone! Thank you. Considering you're a youngin', I won't shame you for having some horrible takes. Good lord. Meal, I'm furry, of course I'm always... Mr. Jim, I did not know that about you. At least you're self-aware. Especially since you were raised with iPads. 2009, y'all are so young. I still have my stepdad's N64 in 2025. Gets the year right. iPads feel mediocre to me. Oh yes, the N64. Well, Mr. Jim, I've noticed Mr. Fatal cross-dresses as female cosplay characters. Are they female? I don't think they're We got ourselves a Sham! I wasn't even looking! What do we guess? What do we guess it is? We love to do this game. When a Sham drops, we guess as to what it is without looking at the parts. I'm guessing 87. I'm going full Markiplier for that one. Let's see, what are we guessing? 87% Shamrock Shake Shield. Nothing over here. That's fine. I'm thinking you guys distribute 86, 87. People in my generation would shit on games that I like. Bioshock and Plants vs. Zombies 2. Bioshock was good. Plants vs. Zombie got work perfect. No way. Twinsies. Alright. We got 87, 86, and I'm guessing 87. Let's see. We already have the 77% Sham. We did get that. 81. That's awful. 69, 420. Mr. Jim's on it. He's using critical thinking skills. 23 Shams. I could finally add to that list. It's been a long time since we've... Actually, no, it hasn't been that long. We got one last time. But we need to start getting Shams because the bunker SMGs are taking over on the list. I was closest. I don't have anything for you because you won. I'm sorry. Last time... I can't remember what I said last time. How about this? For those who get the number exact when we get Shams, you get mod privileges if you're not already a mod. Because I know most people are. Mr. Strange is... Mr. Jim, are you? I can't remember if you are. I can't see it on this part of the screen. Mr. Actus is, I know that. Recently replayed Bioshock 1 to get the good ending in Run 1 today. And it took like 5 or 6 hours. I feel like that's a pretty good speed run. I know nothing about Bioshock, so correct me if I'm wrong. Would you play it on? Did you play it on PC, old consoles, new consoles, but old version? So many ways to play games these days. I do have the Wretch of Evil. Mr. Jim's going through it tonight. Haven't seen him in forever, and he's just dropping all these tidbits of information. Kiddo, I'd consider reading some books now. Mr. Poria, how old are you? I'm curious. Like, were you born in 1957? Were you around when new canned foods were invented during the Great Depression? I thought that was like a warloader for a second. You look big. Oh no, he's got defense. No self-defense. You attacked me first, I'm sure of it. Let's get him. The runs have been pretty quick tonight, I will say that. I hate when he does this one over here, though, because it takes forever. I think he's slagged. I think I got him. There we go. We got the floating fire PNG attached to him. The floating fire JPEG. Hey, man, that's not cool. Don't be breaking my thing. Uh-oh. I broke... Oh, I gave him a haircut. I broke both his guns. There we go. Y'all are kids. I'm 25. You need to read finer literature. Do you know what Soylent Green is? Or Soylent Green, sorry. The only books that I read are the Percy Jackson books and Attack on Titan. I'm 06, soon I'll be 20. Mr. Raporia, I'm older than you. I think most people in the chat are older than you. But that's okay. You know what? I have a cousin who was born in 09. Bro's a G. I actually helped teach his grade 9 class a couple years ago. And it was in 3rd year university. I don't know, I just did volunteer teaching. Apparently you can just go to the school and, like, you know, they do a background check on you and everything, but, like, you don't actually need to be in teacher's college. They're like, yeah, we'll take you. They're always in need of volunteers. But I did his class, and it was great. He started calling me, you know, the Mr. Trebovic. You do the, you know, last name thing, but then eventually he just, like, started calling me by my first name. I'm like, you know what, that's fine. You're my cousin. You're the only one in this class who's allowed to do that. I'm missing all the texts, bro. It's so bad. I'm so bad on you, dude. Kind of leisure. I'm older than you. Yeah, Mr. Jim was born during the Victorian era. You gotta say Shakespeare. I read Othello. Othello's a classic. Jim Good, I hope so. I read one of Shakespeare's works, which was Sonnet 18. It could be worse. I'm pushing you. You know what, Mr. Jim, that's fine. One of my best friends in my teacher's college, he's like 29, so... You know what, he's got a great sense of humor. Such a G, great personality. I'm not saying that's an age thing, I'm just saying that's who that guy is. 723. Some of these tales teach you subtly in storytelling is a benefit. And considering you've got some things for free games would improve you. Oh my goodness. Jim, I think you're 28. Mr. Actus. He's guessing and possibly doxing him at the same time. I think Mr. Jim's told us 27. Okay. That's not that bad. You're like 2 years... How old did Mr. Actus... How old did you say they were? 25? You're 2 years older than Mr. Jim. Or than Mr. Actus, sorry. My bad. The bunker. It'll feel so nice when we start playing the story version of this game again. Just to see different things. Mr. Jim, do you own a verse? Oh no. I don't even think I want to read the chat for this part. I mean, our whole purpose... Mr. Krieg, that's the wrong hour, but you know what, I understand what you're trying to say. I mean, our whole purpose of being on Earth is to learn lessons and let things go. So you're not wrong about that. Actus, you're a little baby man. Fori out here with the questions. No, he's out here with the deep, what do you call it? Ow! What hit me? The sublimity questions, the questions of the sublime. There's another layer to the world that we cannot understand, yet we live within constant close proximity to it. Read Moby Dick. It's a boring book on, like, the surface if you're reading it for content, but, like, when you actually dive deep into, like, the history surrounding the book and the people that Herman Melville knew and was inspired by, it's a book that inspires questions but never gives you any answers, and I love the talks of sublimity within it. That there's things within the world that can melt the human mind because we cannot understand it, and it pushes you to a level of madness that, well, we perceive it as madness because our brains, while still developed, so to speak, cannot make any sense of it, versus another mad person would see sense in them. I don't know. I would love to own a fursuit, but expensive. plan on using one of my disability payments if I get approved to have a fursuit of my Prodigen commissioned. Yeah, no, we got one Sham tonight, and the stream seems to have stabilized, which is good. You know what? I'm happy for that. Good God, it's so crap. Ooh, Pearl. No, no, no. This looks like a pearl. Look at that. If you could see past the barely 540p resolution, that looks like a pearl. If you're watching this on your phone, it probably doesn't look as bad as it could. If you're watching it on anything bigger than a phone, I apologize. Perhaps, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe your anger with Mr. Fatal stems from him having what he views that represents him, and your envy sees that. Mr. Aporia is going full philosopher mode tonight. Full therapist mode. Just got a perfect Herald, Mr. Actus. Congratulations. Perfect Herald. Which, are you still playing on the PS3 version, or what are you playing on right now? This chat has basically turned into real life Pandora. No kidding. If everything, no supreme, it's the fact Fatal has zero self-control. Oh. Back is stiff. Sitting in lecture halls for 6 hours today and through the week every day. It's just not good for the spine. Playing with the Steam controller. Oh, no way. Bro's playing with the OG Steam controller. I still don't know how you use that thing. Like, I honestly, truly, when I look at it, it just makes me sad. The new one, I don't know. Like, I more and more of the handheld PC gaming market, you see the mouse pads on these controls because they have to, right? If they're running Windows, or if they're running, I guess, Steam OS too, you're going to get a lot of older PC games on there that, you know, had never had controller support. So they have to build it with that. Ow, that hit me. Be gone. But, like, the OG Steam controller, it just looks like a mistake, in my opinion. It's just like, how do we make the most god-awful looking controller and, like, just troll our fans into buying it? I don't know. The one joystick is just funky. It's like when you have a cat that has one ear, it just looks kind of funny. I don't know. Oh, wrong gun. Hello. Crunchy audio. I love how a compressed sound can sound even more compressed. Mr. Slushman, welcome back, my friend. I still love that profile picture of the chonky Pikachu. Uses gravity to crush his enemies. I see all the chats. Hang on. My chat window is like this big, so I can only see somebody's online. So I can only see 3 chats at once, which kind of sucks. I know there's other ways I could get around that, but I don't want to push the MacBook any further than it needs to go. Look out! Look out! Pre-fire! Beauty. We got 47 people in here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. There's so many chats, good lord. Perhaps that lack of self-control stems from some other inner pain. I played Borderlands 2 with a Wii remote. What do you think you're doing, Mr. Creek? A Wii remote and motion plus? Well, at least you got the motion plus, you know what? Yeah, it's not anything. What was the best Sham so far? I mean, personally, like, if you're looking at just, like, high percentage, 90% is the highest we've got so far. I have that in my inventory. The best, in my personal opinion, is the 77% Sham that we have acquired. I'll show it off in a second here. But technically we got the rarity level that we need, just on the opposite end of the spectrum. I think it's amazing. I want to get a PC mainly to play Left 4 Dead 2. Poria was verbally abused as a child. Excuse me? And I have more self-control than he does. That ain't an excuse. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Jim. I'll take note of that. Maybe he needs help. You'd have to ask Mr. Fatal, Mr. Poria, because, like, I don't know. We're making a lot of insinuations here, and I have no idea. Chonky Pikachu destroys the universe with one tiny step. It wouldn't be a tiny step, are you kidding me? Bro just needs to flick his ear once because something tickled it and half a continent is gone. Maybe he was... Oh, we're really getting into this, aren't we? Krieg, you challenging me? I will play on an NES controller? No, you gotta use the Atari joystick with just the one button. I remember so many of those things, like TV box games, if anybody remembers those. Like, you just plug them into the TV. It's got, like, mono audio. It's just used as the RCA connection, but, like, almost always just came with, like, a white audio cable. And, you got, like, 1 or 2 games on it. We used to have one that had, like, NHL 98 on it, I believe. It was the best thing ever, though. I loved it. The NES flight stick for Top Gun. I mean, if you play on PC, there's a way to mod it in, guaranteed. Just get Steam to recognize it as a controller and see if anybody's made some kind of controller, I mean, you see people play, like, friggin' COD with flutes, for God's sake. I feel like it's not outside the realm of possibility. Bam. Defiled. But I take that representation channel into my Pandorian Psycho wood. Violence. I think I'm lost in this conversation now. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Sit down. Uh-oh. Hello. Do I gotta, like, let you shoot a couple times just to make yourself feel good and then I get the sham? Is that how this works? Because I'll just do whatever it takes at this point. It's not even like, you know, I could go onto the PS3 and then transfer a sham or a character that has the sham onto here and then just say, oh, hey, I got it. I don't even have one on the PS3. I don't have the 94 one on the PS3. And also, it's way over level. It'll show up in the inventory. The level 72 item does show up in Vita inventories if you do transfer a character over that has that item. The character needs to be level 61, though. But despite the fact that it didn't get level 62 and above items, it still sees them in the inventory as whatever level they are. It's just like, you need to level up to this level to use it. Not really possible here. Objectives in blue are optional and give progress towards challenges. Well, you know what? On the Vita version, you can barely tell the difference between the blue and the white. Being a wacky character. We can't judge. Again, Mr. Poria, you'd have to ask him. It'd be a very interesting conversation to watch, though. But yeah, just comment on one of his most recent YouTube videos or streams or something like that, and that could probably get his attention. Marvel Rivals disappointed me so much. Why is that, Mr. Krieg? I heard mixed opinions about it when it came out. Or, no, because it kind of, didn't it lose its player base or something like that? Like, lost a good chunk of it? That's Lasco, I think. It could be, or it might be. I don't know. I'm not great at identifying Borderlands guns just from the photos yet. We're getting there. Corey, I bet he would love a conversation. I would, like, actually pay money to see that conversation happen. You know what? We got 52 people in here. Welcome, everyone. How's the night going? Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to when we had our record-breaking viewer night, not too long ago. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was long ago. Back in the summer, we had like our previous record was 61 people, and then you guys were absolutely insane and destroyed it with 108. I just got knocked back by something. I'm getting hurt. Stop hurting me. I'm not doing anything to you that I think is wrong. Come on. Give me the thing. I only have a certain number of name label things that I made for this series. It goes up to day 50 something. So let's hope we can do it before then, because I don't remember how I made them. Uh-oh. Run! Did I ever get back to you on the guy that was level 66 on the Vita? Oh, no you didn't. I completely forgot about that. Whoa! Got him. Where's this guy? Stop. I'm damaged. No I didn't, you didn't get back to me on that. So he said value editing? Did you ever get a picture of that? Like a screenshot? Was there... No, that was our stream, didn't we? We saw him on the main menu. He was level 66 on the Vita version. So you messaged the guy? A lot of value editing. That still doesn't make any sense, because that would imply that, like, you know, value editing is like a local thing. Like, it wouldn't show up for other people, would it? That, like, I would be able to see him as level 66, despite the fact that it doesn't exist on the Vita version? Because that would mean he's not technically level 66 on the Vita version, but yeah, on your stream. I completely forgot about that. That's awful. The only good hero shooters, in my opinion, have always been Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 1 and 2, and Team Fortress 2, though TF2 is more class-based, but the class have their own personalities, so it counts. Hero shooter, what do you mean by hero shooters? Like Overwatch kind of game? Commented on his post. Alright, the seeds have been planted for greatness. This will be a greater philosophical conversation than Socrates and Plato, I feel. I was a menace with Camo Trooper on Garden Warfare 1 on the 360. Wouldn't be surprised if he was mentally damaged. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't, like, just go out of the gate and say these things to him, you know, like, maybe introduce yourself. Say hi. What's your favorite food? And then you get into that. Conversation starters. I said I'd show off the 77 Sham and I just didn't. That's awful. Where are we? Alright, so here's our 80... Okay, this is when I was just collecting any Sham that we found. 81, 87, 77. Alright, we have it. We did collect it. Mr. Actus probably has the clip somewhere. He's been making clips of every Sham drop that we've acquired. So that is the 77, and then there's the 90 that we have. So that's our highest percentage-wise Sham that we've acquired so far. If we manage to get one of each percent, just coincidentally, that's fine. I'm not collecting every single one, but if we just do it ironically, then sure. I played Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 on PS3 with the cactus. I have no idea what the cactus is. Might have trauma. I think he does. You know what? I just remembering stuff that he said to us. I think something like that happened. I have no idea. Cactus was by far my favorite plant. How do you fight with a cactus? How is that? How is that a weapon of any sort? Ooh, you'll love to see the damage. The Cheeto scientist is one of my favorite characters. Huh? Cheeto scientist. Are you still talking about Garden Warfare? Or is that Team Fortress 2? Or am I just lost? Drop a thing! Please and thank you. See, I hate doing this. I hate like just the amount of time that this farm takes right now. I can only imagine how much time it'll take to do once we get to the VR version. Especially aiming wise. Because ADSing on the VR version is just cancer. And I hate doing it. And I barely use it. So, but like, especially for when he gets into that certain phase where you just have to ADS with the Sandhawk into his eyes. That's just going to be so much more difficult, and especially if he's moving. I still have yet to see what a Herald feels like in VR. I'm like kind of excited for that. Because if you've never played Borderlands 2 in VR, and you're somebody who really loves Borderlands 2, you have to try it in VR. I will say, if you are looking to try it, and you're not like, you don't have your VR legs or whatever people want to call that, like you're not used to motion, because motion in VR is gonna be a little funky for your brain, because your brain thinks your body's moving, but your body's not actually moving. So, I will say, it takes a little getting used to in VR, because it wasn't a game designed for VR, but if you can get past that, it is a phenomenal experience to be able to just jump into one of your favorite games and like actually kind of live it and be in those environments, like I've said before. How are you maxed out at level 61? I thought the level cap was 72 to 80. Keen eye, my friend, Mr. Fights from SC District. Lovely username. Level 61. So, back in ye olden days of Borderlands 2. The Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 1 raised the level cap from level 50 to level 61. And because the Vita was the favorite child of all of the Sony consoles, it did not receive any more updates past that. So, you got Krieg, you got Gage, you got the Oasis and Torg DLCs, a whole bunch of other cosmetic things. And Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 1 was the only upgrade level pack that they put on here. So, level 61, and no OP levels, no nothing. So level 61 is your maximum. So yeah. Makes it a little easier because things aren't terribly invincible just yet, but, you know, we're still just here to collect the thing that, I don't think anybody has ever acquired on the Vita version, so we're going to do it. But in any case, as I was saying for the VR version, the environments, I love the environments in this game. I love the atmosphere they create with the music and the sound design. Being in VR and actually listening to that with some proper 3D audio is super nice. It's a really, really cool experience. So I recommend. The driving can be garbage, though. This kid's probably 27. Now he's 19. He's in his first year of university. It's the Vita version. I mean, yeah, that's the only problem with Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 is the leveling up system is Walter White. I don't know why I found that so funny. Walter. That's a great analogy. It's a really creative analogy. Please. God damn it. The one time I wasn't looking, he dropped the Sham. So maybe I just have to not look. I am in my own head at this point with how these drops are going to go. Good lord. Dropped 8,400 frames the whole stream? That's not great. 7:29. Going for almost 2 hours and we're 30 runs in. I feel like that's pretty good. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is better, but the atmosphere in Garden Warfare 1 is better. Did they make Garden Warfare 2 on the PS3? I feel like they didn't. I feel like that was around the time when they were starting to leave the PS3 and Xbox 360 behind. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 has better lighting and better maps because they have both a day and night version, which both look beautiful. Oh wow. That's pretty neat. Games with day and night cycles, great. A lot of early games, though, with day and night cycles, the lighting was oftentimes just baked anyway, like the shadow mapping and everything, so the shadows didn't change in real time. You could go to kind of the same spot day and night, and you'd still see similar, if not the same, shadow design. Games like Borderlands 4, which use Unreal Engine 5 and ray tracing, and I forget what the technology is that it calls. I think it's Lumix, something. Real-time lighting throughout the entire world that it has, which is why it is so costly on systems, and why the Switch 2 port has seemingly disappeared until further notice, because I think what they were saying is that they're like reworking the Lumen system so that it's not as either costly or it's just not the Lumen system anymore, which kind of defeats the purpose of the game. If you're gonna make it modern and all that stuff and with modern graphics, then why get rid of the one thing that makes it modern? Okay, that turret is sniping me like crazy. He's breaking my B shield. I can barely see the bullets that he shoots. Okay. I got him anyway. What's your current skill tree for gear for farming? I will show you in a second. I don't think I'm really doing anything specific with the skill tree. Like, I just kind of spec the way that I kind of like to spec. Trying to get an all-around thing, right? And again, with only 61 levels, you're kind of limited to what skill trees you can go into. If you're really smart with your spending, you can get 2 of the final skills in the skill tree, but you're missing a good chunk of other skills within those 2 skill trees as well. And then, like, 1 skill tree pretty much has to just be abandoned. It's just one of the ways, like, Borderlands 2 and the Vita, I have often said, is like its own little version of the game, because you do have to play it differently, because it's so different than all the other mainstream releases of the game, because the updates are consistent between those versions, so you can kind of play them all the same. But this version, on top of its incredible performance heights and stability, you need to play it differently. And it's doable. You know what? It's completely doable. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 has... I already read that. Oh my goodness. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare was not on PS3. Okay. I didn't think it was. The duality of the live chat is a wonder. It really is, Mr. Aporia. But you know what? That's why we're here. We're here to talk. Let's see if anybody's online. Nobody's online. The Vita multiplayer also did not receive 1 single update. It's still on version 1.00, so shows you how much they cared. Not that it has problems. You know what? After we started doing the TVHM playthrough of the Vita version, we streamed it live. It's all on there. Look for the playlists. When Mr. Honest Liar joined us, and I was fully under the impression, because this was just my experience with it, I was fully under the impression that the multiplayer just didn't work. How are you level 81? I'm level 61, not 81. I was fully under the impression that it just didn't really work that well, because people would get kicked out after like 10 minutes. But then when Mr. Honest Liar joined, and I don't know if this is the fact that I'm using a PSTV with an Ethernet cable, we were able to play like full 2-hour sessions without it interrupting, unless one of our games crashed. Which is also very apparent. Alright, here's the build. Oh, wait, no, we didn't get the... Okay, I forget what I said about the 2 final skill things. So, this is the skill tree that I kind of left alone. I made sure to kind of spec into these, and then the class mod helps this as well. You know, I wanted the rockets. This one's meh. Skill level, or the skill can kind of be forgotten. This one's okay to have, and then we get into the middle skill tree here. These ones are pretty important. This one I could care less because I don't really use machine guns with Axton. Fire rate is really nice, especially when you're farming bunker. Saber turret, like, there's a couple one-off skills that I really wanted to make sure that I had, so I got them. And then I would really like to have the nuke. I'd really love to see what that looks like on the Vita. Health and shields, I'm a survivability guy on when I play, so this is that. And then this is the skill tree that I kind of spec'd into the most. So you know what, it is what it is. 641, or 61 max on Vita. Yes, it is. No Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2. Oh, you're a different guy than the other. I was... Or girl, gal, guy, sorry. Mr. Fights. I saw the purple profile picture, so... I thought you were the same person. Welcome, Mr. or Mrs. Cellophole. But yeah, no. Level 61 was the max on the Vita because it did not receive the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2 DLC. So you're only limited to the added 11 levels that you got from level 50. One day, I will figure this out. I want to know what, like... Because if you load up the PS Vita cartridge of Borderlands 2 and don't apply any updates and you kind of, like, look through the changelog, it says that the earliest version you can play with the cartridge is version 1.01. I don't know what version of, like, overall Borderlands that correlates to. I would really like to know, and I'd have to experiment with it, but I have yet to do that. Do you play any other game? Do you play any other Borderlands games? We do. We're currently also playing, and I have to, again, I've been in teacher's college, so I haven't had the most time to do these things, but we are also currently playing Borderlands 1 on the PS3, kind of going back and exploring what that game was like on its original hardware. And for a time we had some multiplayer going on that one too, to see what it was like. Still, again, really solid multiplayer experience despite the fact that it's on 19-year-old 19-year-old consoles. Granted, I have it plugged in through Ethernet, so, you know, 10 megabits a second, baby, because Wi-Fi and wireless end chips. What you doing down there? Walking your walk. But it's still 100% works. It's really smooth. Like, there's no real jittering going on with the characters in the game. Voice chat. Like, I have my little PS3 mic there. Never really got to use it, though, because nobody had another mic to use it with, so I couldn't hear them. But, it just makes me sad, you know? I thought that was a pearl. It's not. Well, if will I get mod if I finish this investigation interview with Mr. Investigation? What are you investigating? No, I'll give mods to people if we get shams. This is entirely dependent on if we get shams, but give mod privileges to people who guess correctly with the sham. What the percent the sham is first go. I soon want a PC for Christmas because mods sound so fun to play in Borderlands games that I watch my favorite YouTubers play them. I mean, yeah, I hear you. I remember as a kid, loved Minecraft as a kid. Only ever had the Pocket Edition on my iPod though, so you know what? That was limited, and especially on iOS, it was limited because no mod support, no APK file support. But so I would always watch on YouTube. I would always watch the big Minecraft YouTubers who are all in jail now, but the big Minecraft YouTubers, they would always have the mods in the PC version, and I'm like, damn, that looks like so much fun. You can do so many cool things with it. So yeah, I hear you. I know where you're coming from. I've seen some Borderlands 2 mods on the PC. I'm not like huge in the modding scene for that. I don't really play the game on PC anyway. I mainly play it on PS3. Call me old, but I mainly play it on PS3 nowadays. And Vita. Playing on the Vita too, but I watched some guy do like he did like some challenge run, and I'm honestly shocked he got through it. I don't remember how long he said it took him to go, but like every enemy was a boss enemy. Like every single enemy was a boss type enemy, which means they could spawn in as raid bosses at the beginning of the game. And if you got somebody like a witch doctor who would constantly spawn enemies in, you were doomed and had to restart the game. You had to save quit, so otherwise it was impossible. And especially at like, okay, I don't remember if he started the game off like fully at level 1 or if it was like level 80 OP 10, but you know, no weapons to start off. I don't remember. I think I watched that. Meek, right? It could have been him. It might have been him. I don't know. It was back in the summer when I watched that video, but you know, he does some pretty crazy challenge runs too. And another person who also subscribed to this channel, who is also in the Discord, Mr. Zero, he's done a couple challenge runs to himself on his channel. Hello? Are you... Hey! Are you an enemy? No. We're good, we're safe. Hey, get out of the way, you're gonna mess up my sham. Come on, just give me one more before the night ends. Give me another world drop volcano. That was pretty cool to see. We still have that one in the inventory. Why oh, there's still a guy in there. I'm like, why is the music still sinister? What are you doing here, Carbine? Wow, it's a whole lot of nothing. It's an expensive gun. It's nothing to me, though. 732. Watch Jolts and Moxie, also Killer 6, some of the other Borderlands YouTubers. Yeah, I watch them too. They're like the pinnacle, like the main Borderlands streamers, especially Jolts. I know for the old Borderlands players, those who would remember Yoda Slaya, his channel's still around. He passed away some years ago though, before a lot of the cool content for Borderlands 2 could get released. So my PC just died. It's because you're using that godforsaken Steam controller, Mr. Actus. You've paid the price for your lack of vision. Have you seen any Lil Gas Mask challenge runs? I don't think I have. That name's not jumping out to me. I might have, like, inadvertently watched them, or just not knowing that that was the name of the channel. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. What kind of challenge runs does he do? Or he, she, they, Wumbo. What kind of challenge runs does he do? Like, here's the one thing I want to see, because there's so many Borderlands YouTubers out there that do challenge runs, and they're really good at them, because that's kind of like what they do. I put the stinky on them. But I want to see them do their favorite challenge run on the Vita version, and just see how it all falls apart. Because I guarantee you wouldn't be able to play the same way that they do on PC as they... or play the same way that they usually do on the Vita. Guarantee it won't happen. It's not to say they can't do the challenge run, but it'll take a whole hell of a lot longer to do. Spowerade, Starkiller, Fierce Chimera. Those are a lot of cool words. We're at 290 subs? Oh, that's amazing. You guys are amazing. I still remember, I think it was 2 years ago now. Hello. 2 years ago now, we were sitting at 45 subscribers, and that was just from whatever stop motion slash craptastic Minecraft Pocket Edition videos I was making when I was a kid, like 10, 11 years ago. Those are still on the channel in case anyone wants to, for some reason, watch those. But and then we started doing Battlefront co-op win streak streams. Then we started doing Borderlands, and then it just exploded after that. So I fully appreciate every single... crap. We got a bunker SMG. But, like, I fully appreciate every single one of you. Every single view, every single subscriber and like. It is 100%, 110% appreciated every single night. You know what? Like, I know YouTube's not the thing that I'm going in for a career. You suck. Why couldn't you be a Sham? It's not a thing I'm going into for a career, but it's still something I like to do off to the side, and we'd like to have fun around here. So, you know what? You guys are all amazing, and I appreciate you being here. Brother basically tortures himself. LMAO dude will use only one terrible gun with no shields or class mods in OP10. Is there a reason why? Just to see if he can do it? He's got to play on level 80 OP10, get through the entire game, including raid bosses, with a level 1 repeater pistol, or whatever that original gun you get is. Just do that. See if it's possible. Give him this. He can mod in unlimited pistol ammo, but like, just see, it probably wouldn't even work. By the time you get to UVHM, the regen would overpower the gun damage. Fishman6 is also my favorite YouTuber. Does he stream Borderlands 2, or does he do other stuff? Oh, rip my D. Your RAM died? That's the one thing you don't want to die in this economy. Mr. Agnes. Gotta go back to that DDR3. It's the only thing anybody can afford these days. See, RAM is weird, and the increase right now is just uncharacteristic, but like, RAM releases at an expensive price. And then, as it's kind of on its way out, and the new RAM standard comes out, it gets cheap. And then, once it's completely stopped in the manufacturing process, then it gets really expensive again. So, there's a little brief honeymoon period where, like, you can just buy all the RAM you need. His only reward for himself is a Monster Energy drink. Oh no. Does he spend like 24 hours a day doing these doing these challenge runs, and he can't like eat or drink anything until until he achieves the challenge run. His only fuel is Monster Energy. Should get a sponsorship from them. Because then at least it would be sustainable. I love how I can't see the damage I'm doing with the Slaga. It's just like, they're illegible. I have dyscalculia, or dyscalculia or something. Can't read numbers. Hey, don't you leave! You still have life. Good thing the video is on the Mac. Oh, the YouTube short. Damn, your PC like actually died. What were you doing with it? Were you just playing Borderlands and it just died? Well, that physics is serious. Why are you not dying? I'm. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, you gotta stop the screen shake. Got him. Lasers. I don't want to shave. You're still alive. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. He's got a little bit of health left. I think he plays other games, but I mostly watch his BL2 videos. Isn't the monster he likes discontinued? Yeah, it's discontinued flavor. Oh, that's awful. The gas station that I work at, like, I don't know what it is, but our thing is just Monster Energy. We just have... We have, like, 3 or 4 Monster fridges. It's not a big gas station either, so they take up so much space. We used to have a huge display of it at the front of the store. Like I'm talking huge display. That's where we would just get the stuff to stock the fridges with. But I remember the one summer, and I think there was a defect or something in the one flavor, but it was the orange Monster, and you know, they're just sitting in the cases, right? They're not in direct sunlight or anything. They're just sitting in the cases. And I was talking with my coworker there, and then all of a sudden we hear this like really loud popping sound, and we look over, and the thing exploded. Like one of the monsters in the thing exploded. It shot up under the ceiling, and then another one exploded, and like they just start popping up. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But it was only the orange flavor. So then we were like mortally afraid, or that's not the right word. I don't know. We were just extremely afraid of like touching any of them to stalk them because we were afraid they would explode. It was so weird. That and the ceiling came down. He does stream every Borderlands game, but streams mostly Borderlands 1 and 2, then that's it. It's because sometimes he really will have a day to stream Borderlands 3. That's all Fishman6 does. Perfect summary. Yeah, I think my PSU got to... You think? We smell something burning? He does not stream Borderlands 4 because he said about lagging or something. Sentient cats. Yeah, I have no idea. And it was so weird. It was just that one summer, too. Because we've had the orange flavor before. We still have it now. But I think it was just a bad batch of them, and then, like, they just were ticking time bombs. I mean, it was hot that summer, but still, it wasn't, like, anything different. I don't know. Maybe his, Mr. Dalton, maybe his, PC is just not up to, because does he have, I mean, this, I have no idea if you would know this or not. Does he have, like, one PC or 2 that he uses for his streaming setup? Because if he has 2 or 1 PC, then yeah, playing the game and also streaming it off the same computer would probably just not work. 2 PCs, it would probably work, but maybe his 1 PC that he plays the game on just has a hard time running the game. It's possible. That's the thing I think Gearbox should do whenever the Switch 2 version comes out, if they modify the Lumen engine the way that I think they are. In that, like, if they're able to get some kind of optimized version of it running on there, they should make that, like, graphics preset or whatever it is available on PC. Because then I think that would open the gate for so many more users to actually play the game. Yes, it wouldn't look as pretty as maybe they had intended, but personally, you should make a game so that it's accessible to everybody, as much people as possible. Because that's how sales happen, right? And if you build your game to only run on NASA-esque PCs, not a whole lot of people have those kicking around the old family room, so, you know, maybe don't do that. I know it's modern gaming, but still. Like, people with the recommended system spec are having frame rate issues. Randy Pitchford fix everything in Borderlands 4. I don't think he's in this stream, but you know what? If we manifest it enough, he might do it. They still gotta fix Borderlands 3 before they fix Borderlands 4. My god, does Borderlands 3 just need some quality of life update. Just one more. And I fear it's gonna end up like Borderlands 2 on the Vita. It just needed one more stability update and the game would be totally fine. Yes, the performance sucks. Yes, the visuals kind of suck. But, like, the stability is what kills it. Because I'm guessing it's a memory leak of some kind. And when you have a system that already just doesn't have a lot of RAM to begin with, it's, like, terminal almost. Like, when you get into big areas, like the wildlife preserve, if you get far enough into that map, you will no longer be able to pause the game, open a vending machine, or open your inventory. It will crash every single time. We have experimented with this multiple systems. It will crash every single time. Same with Iridium Blight. If you're in that area for a while, or Sawtooth Cauldron. Sawtooth Cauldron is just awful on the Vita. The game will crash. And it just needed one more update to fix it. Same with Borderlands 3. On console, I don't know how it is on PC, but on console, the multiplayer, or whatever the connection is to the Gearbox servers, is it makes the game almost unplayable. If you want to play any kind of online multiplayer, forget about it. You're not going to be able to get it to work consistently because of this connection. And even when you want to play single player, if your game, if your console is online, doesn't even matter if your game is online or not. If your console is online, the game will crash as soon as it's about to load into whatever map you're loading into. Like, I don't understand why they haven't fixed it, or why they won't go back and fix it. Because you're pretty much just limited to couch co-op for Borderlands 3. Which is okay. But we live in a day and age where online gaming is kind of like the thing. Has been for a while. I thought I killed myself. OMG, I fixed it. Good job, Mr. Actus. I'm glad you didn't have to spend $40,000 more on 8 gigs of RAM. If you're enjoying the stream, consider leaving a like. Mr. Strange with the plug, the advertisement. Let's try to get to 10. There we go. You know what? Nah. I mean, I'm not a huge stickler for likes and subscribers. Like, if you're just here to watch and have fun, that's good enough for me. As long as I was able to make, even if you stay for a minute or so, as long as I was able to make that minute enjoyable for you, I've done my job. The one thing in Borderlands 3 is no pearlescence in vanilla, only the Redux mod. Oh, yeah, there's actually a mod that adds pearls? I had no idea. It's pretty cool. Pretty considerate of the modders. I don't think I'll ever end up playing Borderlands 4 from what I heard. It's good, however, BL1 to pre-sequel were my childhood, so I gotta stick with them. They play a lot differently. Like, my thing with Borderlands 4 It's probably why I didn't stick with it as much or like try to use all my free time to play it. I'm still torn with the open world aspect of it. Like I'm somebody who really kind of liked the how Borderlands 2 1 like the older games played. Like I liked having individual sections. It's kind of like a quality over quantity kind of thing, right? Like in the old games, each section or each level that you loaded into got full attention to detail. Like artists were able to make it their own thing, their own little world almost. And there was so many unique little details in every single level that you went into. And it had a certain level of polish that I just feel like the open world in Borderlands 4, while it is one big world, right? So like it feels like one big world. It's kind of hard to get like in my mind it's kind of hard to get across that feeling of, oh hey, you have a snow place, you have a rocky place, you have a field place, when it's all technically just like one speeder ride away from each other. Whereas Borderlands 2, you really got that sense of traveling across a vast, like huge, huge area, and you know it makes sense. There's a little city in Overlook and what, or not Overlook, Opportunity, and all that, and when like the one thing that I keep going back to is when you're going from Three Horns to the Dust, right? Like it's one little line that Scooter says that, while it could be a throwaway line, it still makes a difference in that he's like, you've been off the Echo for hours. You know, it takes theoretically hours to get from one area to the next. Whereas in Borderlands 4, you can go across the map in like 10 minutes maybe. So, you know, that's just me. You know, if you like Borderlands 4 for the open world, I'm not going after you. Like, everybody's entitled to like the things that they like, and, you know, there's gonna be people that don't agree with that and don't like the things, or they're on the fence. And that's, you know what? That's just how it is. That's how the world goes. But as long as you stand by what you think, then you're good. I would have quit PC gaming. The one shut off was enough to make you rethink your whole life with PC gaming. Borderlands 3 drop rates are high. They are high. I feel like the one gun that just doesn't have a really high drop rate for the thing that you want is the Monarch. I mean, maybe it does. Kilovolt just takes like literal millions of years to kill. Like if you wanna, if you're just going from Mayhem 1 to, and this is before I knew you could just do like Mayhem 11 diamond key chest exploits, but like, because I wanted the Monarch for the one Iridian takedown, and because it just, you know, a lot of them have armor, so it makes sense why I'd want a corrosive gun that has lots of projectiles. Going from Mayhem 1 to Mayhem 6 to try and kill him, and I had like the Doom shotgun, the Hellwalker. Like, oh my god, does it take forever to kill him, because no shock damage can hurt him. And he's got this big shield, and like that's the one boss I feel like, yeah, the gun that I wanted I just never got. But outside of that, yeah, drop rates are, they're kind of high. I do. It's getting close to bedtime, I think. Yeah, I do like Wonderlands. I haven't played Wonderlands. I still have my, I bought it for the PS4 a few years ago now. I still have it sealed for the PS4. Whether or not that means it's expensive, probably not. I just still have it sealed. I haven't played it yet. Still got to get to it. Still got to find the time. My CPU power was unplugged somehow. While you were playing your PC, it unplugged somehow? How does that work? That must have been, like, loosey-goosey connection. to begin with. If you're on high mayhem level, then you get more legendaries than ever. Well, isn't there like, what's it called? Well, there's the legendary like gun that just fires legendaries that you get from Typhon. And then there's the loot explosion, I think, thing that you can get, and yeah, it just turns everything into like legendaries or something. And then there's like a modifier depending on the mayhem level you get that's also loot explosion that like just I don't know what they were doing with that game. I feel like theoretically they just could have fixed it with a patch that said, hey, we reduced the drop rates by a lot for legendaries, and that just could have fixed it. I feel like it's not that baked into the code where it's very difficult to change. But it had a lot of patches and a lot of updates where they could have fixed that, but didn't. Whoa. But I also do like Morrowind. Never played it. God damn it, man. Nah, Wonderlands sells for like $10, sealed or not. Okay, well, don't I feel foolish. It's kind of weird. Wonderlands has the exact opposite problem of Borderlands 4. What, that the worlds aren't big enough? Or the open world isn't big enough? Marco? Because I know they made a few changes to... And the end game is just super weird on Wonderlands from what I hear. Like, just the way you go about doing it is just not intuitive and very tedious. Again, haven't played it yet, so I can't really make too many comments on it, but just from what I've heard from probably IGN, whether or not you want to listen to them, that's, you know, loot explosion thing and mayhem vote. Okay, yeah, I was right. Morrowind goes for like 20. Did I just make a poor investment in Wonderlands then? Keeping it sealed? Should I feel ashamed for myself? The thing can get legendary from small dude. The thing can get legendary from the small dude. He's no longer called Typhon de Leon. He is called the small dude. Somebody please make that a mod. Just completely change his whole look to fit the persona of the small dude. It's called the gun gun. Is that what it's called? I don't know. It just fires gun. Like, you can get, like, purples and blues for iridium. But you can also get, like if you switch it to fire, like, you know, it costs 100 iridium per shot. But it has the chance of firing, like, up to 3 legendaries. And if you just really, you just want all the things in the world, you can just do the diamond key duplication glitch and then accumulate, like, because I think I've got like 400 and something diamond keys and several thousands of golden keys. Because they had one code thing that they released at one point. You can just turn your game up to Mayhem 11 and then just go to the diamond chest umpteen times and get, like, really good gear. And then there you go. Now you're prepared for Mayhem 11. Like, it's super easy. And, like, if you're coming from Mayhem 1 and you do this glitch, you don't ever have to set foot in the world ever to kill somebody to get this gear. Like, you can just get it right off the hop. That's the one thing I kind of hated about the Mayhem levels. Like, as much as OP levels are, like, a pain in the ass, you earned it. Like, there's a sense of satisfaction when you finally beat that challenging run on OP levels. That feeling of, hey, I earned this myself. I earned all the new kind of gear that I'm able to collect. You don't get that with Mayhem levels, because you can just set it to whatever you want. You don't need to unlock any of them. EA from 2002, 2003 has more value. I mean, why is my CPU usage at negative 1700%? Have I unlocked efficiency? Is this Borderlands 4 on the 5090 max settings? Absolutely. 8K, in fact. 8K 240 hertz. You are watching peak gaming right now. Nah. We're playing on a Vita. Well, playing on a PlayStation TV because my PS Vita doesn't have any HDMI out or S-video or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's just, nope, not happening. So, no, we're on a PS TV and we're capturing this crisp audio on a non-modded system because we want to see what the game would have been like had you played it all the way through back in 2014 when it came out. So, yes, also welcome, Mr. Source. How's it going tonight, my friend? Like, I had cool stuff to kill, but I didn't really have any farming areas. Storytelling is also better. I love it. Great to hear. We're also playing on a, with the physical version of the game, because the PS TV has a spot for, cartridges, Vita cartridges. Good. Good to hear, my friend. Glad the night's going well. So we're going full, like, gung-ho, authentic experience here. We've played up until this point, and we've streamed it all too. We played all the way from the beginning, normal Vault Hunter mode, all the way through to UVHM as far as we can go to level 61, because no Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2. We played TVHM and up with multiplayer. Someone named Mr. Honest Liar is a lovely human being who lives halfway across the world from me, I'm sure of it. Somehow caught the stream on YouTube one night and thought, hey, I've got a Vita, I've got Borderlands 2, I'm gonna play with this guy. And thus the greatest dynamic duo to ever been featured on Borderlands 2 Vita was born. Him and I tear through all the levels. And he made the TVHM and UVHM infinitely more enjoyable than it would have been just with me. So we played through the DLCs, we played through the raid bosses, showcasing what it all looks like on the Vita, and we're still here with the 94 Sham farm. So yeah, that's the rundown of it. The new raid boss in Borderlands 4 is tough. I can't kill him. What tough one? I mean, that's good though, right? He's an invincible boss, so gives you something to work for, gives you something to look forward to. Like, it'd be kind of pointless, although I know there's players out there that do this, if you could just kill them within 2 seconds. Like, you know, it's supposed to be a challenge. That's a grind on a PS TV, lol. I mean, you know what, you gotta do what you gotta do. If anything, on the PS TV, it's a little, I don't want to say easier, but like, book-worthy story. Oh, indeed it is. They're going to be writing anthologies about this. If anything, it's mildly easier, I'd say, maybe to control on the PS TV, because you can use either a PS4 or a PS3 controller natively, and it just works. Not all the features of them work, though. You can't use a headphone jack with a PS4 controller, so screw you if you thought you were going to have an enjoyable communicative experience with multiplayer. But it does make up for the lack of buttons that Borderlands 2 would either otherwise be missing on the handheld Vita. And you don't have to do any kind of controller remapping, it just kind of does it automatically, which is nice. The only thing is that the button prompts, like on-screen prompts, don't match the PS4 PS3 controller. They're Vita buttons. But it's fine. You get through it. You get over it pretty quickly. We'll try and aim for 750 runs tonight. We're at 740 currently, and then I think I will call it, because it's 2:13 in the morning right now, and bedtime is alluring. Currently trying to farm a longbow bonus package with 0 fuse just to farm midgets faster. This stream's keeping me entertained. Well, I'm glad I can keep you entertained, Mr. Fights. Love saying that name. I'm glad we can be your background noise. The new boss is so good I can't beat him on the Steam. I can't beat him on the Steam controller. I mean, Mr. Actus, at least you identified that the Steam controller is the problem. You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if that short circuits. Like, it's probably got some insanely bizarre power draw, some weirdo Bluetooth frequency that it just causes electronics to fry themselves within the immediate vicinity. You are getting tired? Oh yeah, I'm getting tired. Got up at 7 this morning for university, had a full day of that, then went to work right after till 10:30. And then we started streaming around 11:30. So, you know what? Full day. But I'm done my semester for Teachers College so far this year, and so we get some time off. Time off from teaching and time off from the university portion of Teachers College, which I am enjoying. Still got to think of what games we want to stream. Bedtime. Oh yes, it is. Bedtime's gonna feel so crispy. You can sleep in. Don't have to get up for anything tomorrow. Get some extra hours in there, and then got to think of what we want to play over the weekend and over the next week or so while we have the time for streaming. Lots of games to choose from. Ah, I've been touched. When's your next stream? I'll definitely have to tune in. I'm hoping to do one tomorrow at some point. My buddy and I, we also usually do Battlefront 2 streams where we have a co-op, like we play the co-op game mode pretty much. We do a win streak on that, so we keep track of... What the hell is you doing? We keep track of how many games we win in a row over however long it takes us to do. Our record, and I'm convinced that this is an actual record. Why did I reload? I'm convinced this is an actual record in the world, and because I haven't found any research to say otherwise. We won, and it's all streamed, it's all on the channel, so you can fact check it. We won 354 co-op games in a row, and then lost on Endor on 355, and that was a sad day, because that took us a long time to get. So, we do that. We also play some Minecraft. I don't want you. We play some Borderlands 1, but like, I don't know, I gotta think of what we gotta do. If Jessie comes back, my fiance, there's a series that, I know Mr. Zach really loved this series, and I feel bad that we haven't been able to do it in a while, because she hasn't been home, she's been at college over yonder. We're playing Lego Star Wars 3 on the PS3. We're doing some multiplayer on that too. We played through the complete saga. That was really... I didn't get that. Could you try again? How long have you been listening for? Good lord. Okay, thank you, Siri, for intruding on my conversation. Just make sure I didn't activate it again. We played the complete saga. That was a really fun series to do with her and I. And we're currently on Lego Star Wars 3. We're like in the middle of the game, I think, so hopefully we can do that one again. Fable is a good choice. For a game? See, I don't know if I want to start a new game over the break, or just get through the games that we currently have going on. At least the ones that have an ending. Like Minecraft, you can go on forever. This Borderlands stream feels like it could go on forever. But like, Borderlands 1 has an end point. I guess that's the only one I'm playing with an end point. You know, maybe I'll pick a new game. We can also play some Rec Room. I play it on VR. Ben plays it on his PS5, and we just goof around in that, so that's always fun. Rocket League, we sometimes play Rocket League. What's the most worst raid boss you hate? Master Gee. He sucks. I don't know why you make a boss where literally all damage... Oh my god, that is very loud. Oral bliss. I don't know why you make a raid boss that literally is invincible to all gun damage that you can inflict. It's just not fun. Like, I want to be able to shoot the thing that I want to kill, not just let poison kill him, so... Master Yi kind of sucks. I know you can do the door trick, but, like, if you literally have to do an exploit to kill the thing, then it's not really worth it. Veracitus, yeah, he's pretty crap, too. He's one of the raid bosses that, when they made the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, they, like, quintupled his health or something, or quadrupled his health. So on OP10, he's just literally impossible to kill. Without some kind of... I dodged that one. Without some kind of exploit. Don't move. We're good. I'm safe. Back, I fell asleep. Welcome back, Mr. Donut. You can still side quest even after the ending. Oh, and Fable? That's good. Hello? You got a legendary. What is it? Not what I want. You have so many bunker SMGs, it's actually concerning. You'll have a great night. I gotta dip. I'm gonna be pissed if the 94 Sham drops after I leave. Mr. Fights, that's where we disagree. I will be more than happy if we get the 94 Sham. But, nah. Take care, my friend. Have a good night. Get a good night's rest. And yeah, if you're around for the next stream, by all means, you know what? We'll be here.
Well, hello there, Luke.
No, don't say hello to the loot. It doesn't deserve a greeting. Add it to the list. I know of one exploit. Hang on. If you're on OP10, all raid bosses have double HP. They have double HP, but I think Veracitus was a special case in that they just screwed up with his number. Like, it's a known bug, I think, in that he actually got quadruple the health, which was already an insanely high number. I know of one exploit that can kill Vora instantly. Don't know if it works on the Vita, though. Well, that's fine, because Veracitus, Is Veracitus on the Vita? I don't even know if he is. No, Veracitus is just spawning Varkids over and over again until you get, like... Is that... No? Okay, wait, remind me how you spawn Veracitus again. I'm drawing a blank. Or, like, what map is he from? Like, wait, what... Is he from a DLC, or can you just spawn him in the vanilla game? No, that's Hammerlock. Oh, Veracitus is in Hammerlock? Oh, Vermi. Oh. I'm a stupid. Okay, it's Vermi. So, Veracitus, he's in... Yeah, Vora's in... What the hell is wrong with me? Vermimerous minerals, potatoes. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so Veracitus is not in the Vita version. Okay. Glad I think I cleared that up. Vermi is the Varkid. But the exploit is as follows. Pause left on the D-pad, right on the D-pad. Left again, right again. How, that kills him instantly? How does that kill him instantly? Just sounds like you're unsure of which gun you want to use. What? Okay, what hit me, for God's sake? I was full under the canopy. Give me B-Shield, who deserves to be hurt. Who keeps hitting the B-Shield? Thank you. Oh, the kill code. I forgot about that. Should we try it on the Vita? Is that... You think it'll break the game? Dexy is worst boss. Too bad, not bad still, because you can try dodging him. I mean, there's just a lot of, like, Borderlands 2 has a lot of raid bosses, which is nice. But, like, a lot of them kind of break once you get into the OP levels. Which kind of sucks, because OP levels, I like the challenge. Break it more, probably. I mean, let's try it. Okay, so what do I have to do? Left. Oh, pause, then left. Right. Left. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna upload my character save before I do this, though. When we save quit, I'm gonna upload it. In case this bricks the game. So we can just download the save afterwards. I think I said before I was gonna try the kill code on here, but then never did. Okay, so, Mr. Jim, I pause. Okay, wait, no, wait. I pause the game. Left, right, left, right, and then unpause, and then it kills everything? Is that... Am I understanding that correctly? We're doing it live. Okay, let's, upload character. Upload character. Yes, I would like to replace. So 1% spawn chance for Triple O in the Hammerlock DLC. No. Am I dumb? Am I getting it wrong? Yeah, I know, Mr. O, because you want the twister, right? Like, he drops the twister. I have never heard of this. I've heard of the kill code, you pause, do left, right, do not unpause. Then how do I get back into the game? Okay, so pause the game, press left, right. Everything will die when the game is paused. Okay. We'll try it out here. I don't know if it's on the Vita version, but we'll see. Let's spawn him in first. So that'd be pretty handy. Let's just kill nothing. Oh, we're fine. I forgot to change the run counter. Only gotten Triple O spawn once in the Wham Bam Island map. You actually got him to spawn though? That's pretty good. Okay, let's let some enemies spawn in here. Just so we have something, because I heard it's kind of funky on bosses. Okay. So pause the game. And then we go left, right. Unpause. He's still alive. Did I do it wrong? Pause. Left, right. Unpause. Am I of the big dumb? Am I not understanding something? Maybe do it fast? Okay, let's try it fast. Pause. Left, right. Unpause. No, he's still very much alive. Try it again. I did try it again. I mean, it's entirely possible that it's just not in the Vita version, which I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't. Is that a warloader that I hear, or is that a jet loader? Yeah, you gotta do it quick. Okay. I mean, I did do it quick, and it didn't work. Never heard of the kill code before. Is this real? Chad, is this real? Is this lost? Yeah, I've heard of it before. From a quick Google search, does this only work on the Switch version? Really? There's the Switch version? Would be the only one? That'd be weird if it was the only one that it worked on. He's gonna shoot me. He's got a gun! Oh, they shot off his arms. Gronk is this true. Pull the lever, Gronk. It might only be a Switch version thing. I don't know. It'd be pretty handy on the Vita, but I feel like it would crash the game trying to kill everything at once. Stand right in the middle here. Let's see, do we got anything? It's not looking like it. The pattern's different. 330. I was been told it works on every platform. I mean, you saw me try it, and I didn't see it work. And that's all you have to do is pause the game, left, right, and then that's it. Like, I just hit the start button and then it unpauses the game kind of thing? Or do I have to, like, go back onto the resume button? 323 weapons in Borderlands 3. Is that crazy that it is more than the other Borderlands games? Doesn't it have more than that? More than 323 weapons? Does it have a bajillion guns? I'll try it too. Mr. Strange. I trust you more than I trust myself for this. Oh. I don't know. I doubt you'd be able to find any research on if this kill code works on the Vita. I feel like the research is currently being done by us as to see whether or not it actually works. You press pause, do left to right in quick succession. And then you press works on all enemies. I think there's some enemies that it's funky with, but like, we had loaders in the area, so it should have killed them. But then, like, I click the start or, I guess, options button to unpause, right? Like, I don't need to hover back over the resume button. We'll give some time for some loaders to spawn in here. I think you have to be fast. Okay, I'll do it really fast here, okay? Left to right, left to right. That work? I feel like there was more than one dot on there before. It might have worked. I think that actually did it. It didn't kill Bunker, but like, it might not work on boss enemies. Here, we'll try it, we'll stare at a loader and see if it kills him. Kill him with our good looks. Here we go. Left to right, left to right. Okay, wait. Left to right, left to right. Nah. Why are you dying? Why doesn't the Konami code affect you? Whatever. Oh, I thought you were dead. Boom! Long range. From long range. No, it's just 322 weapons in Borderlands 3. The other Borderlands games have like 100 weapons. I mean like 100 different unique kinds of weapons, because there's like different combinations of things that you can get on these weapons, so... God damn it. I think the buzzard would have died. Well, I don't know, because the buzzard in this case is considered a good character. It's not considered an enemy. Because, like, does the kill code kill absolutely everything? Whether it's got green health or not? Man, what is this RNG? Get out of here, you don't belong in this game mode. So one thing I wish they'd done with Borderlands 4, or just any other Borderlands game, don't drop white gear unless it's mission specific in a Borderlands UVHM. Like, just don't do it. I don't want it. It's not worth it to sell. No one's ever going to use it. Like, just don't. Yes, bosses included. It might just not work on the Vita version then. Because, I mean, I'm doing it, and it ain't working. I'm doing it pretty quick. You're doing it right. I was reading that it could kill brick. Oh, then we have to do it right. Come on. Come on. We can't give up now. And stuff. Not just enemies. I mean, I don't know. And we'll see what Mr. Strange reports back. But, like, as far as I know, yeah, it don't work. I think it only works on Switch. I mean, has anybody got a Switch? Anybody got a Switch on hand that they want to test this out with? You should not do it on story bosses as it can brick your save file. Okay, that's what I had heard. Cause yeah, I had heard some bosses. It could do some funky things with, or some enemies it could do some funky things with. But like, it's just not working on here at all, no matter what. Either that or it's a Handsome Collection only code. That's interesting. I can try it tomorrow. Alright. Try it on the Mac version, Mr. No, I doubt it would work on the Mac version. I feel like the two versions that Gearbox just has, like, just doesn't want to acknowledge exists anymore are the Mac version and the Vita version of Borderlands 2. Look at the damage. So great. Does it work on PC, or does it work on... whoa. Or does it only work on consoles? Because, like, on PC, if you're playing Borderlands 2, that's not the Handsome Collection version, is it? It's just, like, the Steam version, the PC version. Does it belong to a collection? Thank you. How many runs do we got left? 5 more? Can I make 5 more? The Borderlands 4 update makes it playable on Steam Deck. Really? It makes it playable on a Steam Deck? Damn. That's some optimization. Maybe they're getting closer to Borderlands 4 on the Switch too. They can solve that. The lol-cal apocalypse merges upon us. Repent now. Pardon? I mean, welcome, but... Huh? The lol-cal apocalypse. Mr. Stylus Ninja. You good, bro? Do I need to call somebody? Four more runs. Indeed, we'll get to 750. 50 runs in one night. That's pretty crazy. This is our first stream that's over 3 hours long in quite some time. Quite some months. Usually because I'm just, well, A, got school the next day. B, I'm just not awake for it. But right now, I think I can survive. I can survive 4 more runs or 5 more runs, however much it is. Let's hope for some quick kills here. Some quick and easy kills. What's this dude's profile picture? Yeah, that looks like the profile picture I would expect to say that. Let's keep her going, shall we? We have this down to a science by now. You love water? It's a 10 out of 10. Oh, I love water. I mean, I'm diabetic, so, like, water's one of the only things I can drink. I mean, you know, it's fine. Usually you save the liquid carbs and the liquid sugar for when your blood sugar is low and you need to bring it up quickly. So that's why I like juice boxes, because they have like 20-ish, 24 grams of carbs in it, and it's liquid, so it hits your bloodstream or it gets absorbed in your blood or body, however that works, way quicker than something like bread or regular food. No luck. Okay. I think the code, Mr. Jim, I don't think it works on the Vita version then, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, because in areas with a lot of enemies, I feel like that could really save your performance if you just did that code real quick. Then again, in bigger areas, you know, like wildlife preservation, doing something like that would probably crash your game. Or Sawtooth Cauldron, like, it would be a godsend if you could do that in Sawtooth on the Vita, but like, that version just crashes even when you're in there for 10 seconds, so pausing your game probably don't work well. I know it works on PS4 and Xbox and Switch. Okay, so that might be just like you said, it might be just a I'm being killed. That might just be a Handsome Collection then. Or like modern version. I guess the Vita removed them. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say it was never added to the Vita version, because it came out before the Handsome Collection and was very much neglected after the fact. Oh, the Railer. Don't you just love that title? Yeah, these guys are just having fun out in the air. That's alright. But yeah, because the Switch has... I don't think the Switch has the Handsome Collection, but it has the Legendary Collection, so that comes with the 3 games, right? Like, it comes with 1, 2, and the pre-sequel.
Here's what I found.
You gotta just stop talking. Holy crap. I'm not doing anything, and you're just going off. Apple Watch. Well, no, the kill code was present in the original version. Oh, it was? On PC, at least. I don't know what to tell you, then. Was the Handsome version based off the PC code? Because maybe that's, that could also be a thing where if the Handsome version was adapted from the PC code, then it would still be in that, versus I would like to think the 360 and PS3 version had their own code to work on those consoles, and then the Vita version's just like, I'm here too. I'm a special. Somebody make a remix of the bunker theme music so I have something else to listen to. So that menu means the code for the Vita port was removed. I don't know. Mr. Strange, I think he looked at a bunch of the Vita code at some point, so he might be able to compare the two, but it should have worked. I don't know. Does it work on the PS3 and 360 version, do you know? Because that could tell us something too. Because it's also possible that the Vita version's just based off the PS3 code, and if it was never present in either of those versions, then that could explain it. Wish I knew about coding. I just looked up the config files. Well, it was worth a shot. No, because I didn't know about the kill code back then. What? No, like... Okay, no, wait, no. No one did. Okay. Well, if I remember, whenever I'm on the PS3 version of Borderlands 2 again, and I have the 360 version too, so I could technically try it on both of those, and if it doesn't work on there, then it might have just been a PC / Handsome Collection adaption version of that. Alright, couple more runs here, and then I am going to bed, because, oh my god, I'm starting to feel it really quickly now. As soon as you get that hint of tiredness, then it just quickly becomes the main focus of the brain. Bullymong's receive massive damage when shot in their tiny little heads. Oh my goodness. Invest enough points into the... Oh, Vita load times are too fast. I can't read the hints. Continue, please. Let's keep going. 2, including this one. 2 more runs, I think. Perchance, perhaps. 750. Ooh, my goodness gracious. Did anybody ever play Smash Bros on the Wii U? Like the Wii U version of Smash Bros? I'm just looking down in front of me here because I'm sitting in front of the whole fireplace unit with all the game consoles and everything on it. And I see, and I'm wondering how much this accessory goes for, but I see I have the, and I know I used it a couple times, but the GameCube to Wii U adapter. I know you can buy them third party, but I'm curious as to how much a first party version would go for. Because I have the first party version. It had the Wii U logo on top and two USB cables. It needed double. I don't know why it needed double. Probably one USB cable was capable of 2 controllers, and then the other one was for the other 2 controllers because it had the 4 controller support. What are you looking at? Don't look at me like that. I got sand hot. Alright, let's do this. That was a quick kill, thankfully. Let's get her done. Eyes are refusing to stay open now. They are getting heavy. Uh-oh. He thinks he has free will. He might just for a second. Hang on. Not anymore. Shot him in the back. And it was a jet loader. Could the day get any worse? 17,000 drop frames. How embarrassing. And he still didn't drop a thing. 1 Sham, 1 bunker SMG, 1 customization. We've gotten one of each of the things. Only one of them was the thing that I wanted, but I don't know, RNG. It's a thing. I haven't forgotten about it. 49. We'll play 49, and then we'll play run 750, and then we'll call it there. Thorax. My apologies. 'Tis late. I don't know how late it is for everybody else. I know everybody else is coming from different time zones. Mr. Zach, when he's here, he lives in Australia, so it's just daytime for him, and it's warm. He was telling me, he was texting me on the side. I mean, I don't know this happens, but, like, I've never met anybody who's actually, like, living it. Christmas there is just warm. It's just bright, sunny days, and it's just a casual 25 degrees during Christmas. I don't know. It's gotta be weird. Like, do Australian Christmas movies just don't have snow in them, or do they have snow? Like, does there exist some alternate Disney version of all their movies with just no snow in them for Australian people? I don't know. I'm just used to... I mean, we've had green Christmases in the past. But, like, it's still cold outside. It's not 25 degrees. This year, we have a multitude of snow. So I don't think we need to be worried that no green Christmas. Come on, bunker, let's get her done. Stop shooting me with the turrets with bullets I can't see. There we go. Big money. Big damage. I need slag powers. There we go. Perfect. I will do no such thing. Brick, I have fuller than full health, thank you very much. It's also not on the center platform. I was on the outer platform. No health to speak of. I've been lied to. If I was in a critical situation and I really needed that health, Brick would have just killed me, and then I would have used the kill code on him. Come on, bunker, just give me one thing. It would be so cool if you could. But you know what? There's always another side to the story, and there's always another option, it feels. Alright. One more run, and then we call it for the night. See if we get lucky. In the past, we have, on the night where we had 108 people watching us, I felt so bad for this stream too. Like, I was so thankful that everybody was there, but I just felt so bad that they were just watching nothing. On the very final run, we hadn't gotten any SMGs, any customizations, any shams. I don't remember how many runs we did that night, but the final run, he dropped a sham. Wasn't any of the ones that we needed, but, like, he dropped one. And I'm like, well, you gotta do one more run after that. It's only good. It's good luck to do one run after you get something. We didn't get anything for it, but, you know, it was still a thing. We've seen this gun before on loading screens, I feel. I remember that star and military-esque look. Alright. Let's get this final run done. 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's not bad. Using our time wisely. Oh my god! It was quite the hitch. I hear a power loader coming into existence, and I don't like that. Come on, bunker. Fly in quickly and do the fast kill. You'd be the coolest kid in school if you did that. Oh, it might be a fast kill. Oh, thank God it's a fast kill. Oh my lord. Bedtime could not come sooner. What happened to my B shield? Don't do this to me. There we go, we got him. Alright, whoa. Buzzards kicked into high gear there for a second. Oh, what a dodge. Sit down. You didn't even... No, get out of here. Suck Lyuda. Or Lyudmila, whatever the hell you want to call it. Alright. See if we get anything. No, sir. Well, you know what? I may just die in my sleep because of that. I don't know why I run around and collect all the money. I really don't need it. It's not like Borderlands 3 where even when you reach the visible money cap of 99 million whatever, you still collect money after that. Like, you can tell if you get... Sometimes the money will glitch. Like, if you collect a piece, it'll just show as collected whatever your total amount of money is. So when that happens, you can see the correct amount of money that you have. And also, if you buy SDUs or stuff from the vending machine, your total won't go down. So that means you have more than the displayed amount. In any case, everyone, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. We still got 31 people in here. This is one of the busier streams we've had in a while, and I thank you all for that, and I appreciate you all for your chats, for your viewership, just spending time. You know what? It's great. It's a great community we have here with this game and with this console. If you want to talk about this stuff more, we do have a channel Discord. It's in the description of this video, and any other Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, Minecraft PS Vita Edition, all those. Anything that has to do with Facecam and the MacBook, it's in those videos. I don't have the link on the PS4 streams. So, in any case, everybody, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. You guys make these streams what they are, whether we're talking about the game or just talking about life in general. Always great to see you. Mr. Strange, Mr. Jim, if you're still there. All the other folks that we had tonight, I thank you. And the new people, always great to have some new additions. And, you know what, I hope you keep enjoying the content, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night and rest of your day. I feel like half the people have already fallen asleep, but you know what, that's okay. Alright, everybody. Take it easy. Until the next one, we'll try and get something going tomorrow night, and if not, we have the whole next week going, so we'll see what we can come up with there. We'll see what kind of games we can come up with, and yeah, take it easy, everybody. See you later. Good night, Mr. Strange. Have a good one.